Hey, Sistah Speak Nation, this is Joseph from Las Vegas. And on the wise words of Blood from the very first episode of Season 2, fuck the Hightowers.
Welcome to Sistah Speak House of the Dragon, where we will be discussing the Max original series House of the Dragon from a Sistah's point of view. I'm Sistah A.
I'm Sistah J.
I'm Dena.
And I am Sistah K, and welcome to episode number 12. Let's get started. Woohoo! Welcome.
Hey.
Hello.
Nation. We are happy to be back. We're going to be talking about episode 2 of season 2 titled Rhaenyra is Cruel. But before we get started, I just want to acknowledge our guest host today, Miss Dena. How are you, Miss Dena? She is a family member from the Sistah Speak Nation and graciously granted us her presence to take the place of Sister LM, who couldn't be here today. Thank you so much. Before we get into this episode, I would love for us to talk about what we are lipping, sipping, and swagging with today.
All righty. Well, let me kick us off. I have got, of course, my usual ice water in my Sistah Speak Tank Yeti. Hank. And Sistah J, I got that on my koozie, coastery, huggy coaster. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I also have a second Yeti today. I like to podcast this with a nice adult beverage.
Double Yeti.
And this is called tonight a Chambord Kiss.
Ooh, what's in it?
This is 2 parts Bailey's, 1 part Chambord, which is a raspberry liqueur. Ooh, it is tasty.
Oh, that sounds good.
On ice.
You're going to have to shoot me that liqueur because,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
I got the Baileys, but hey,
okay. It's
man,
good. It's good.
You got some good cocktails.
Yeah.
Hey.
Total Wines has been good to me this spring, summer. Anyway, for my lippy today, I've got my MAC Prep and Prime on.
Okay.
And then I've got my NYX Butter Soft Matte.
Ooh.
And this color is called Con, like that film
that's
festival
pretty.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
that's nice.
this is nice, but
Right.
it is a little bit matte. I might have to put on a little lip gloss there, but for now I'm good. And for my blings and swags, I got my Soul Sister bracelet on. Thank you, Sistah LM. And I also have on my rose gold Sistah A. Thank you, Sistah K. That's it from moi.
Okay, for me, for my blingy, I have my beautiful J on. Thank you, Sistah A. My blingy J there. And I have my What the Dusty Fuck t-shirt on today.
Yes.
Let me back up. So y'all can see that.
Oh, yeah.
Even though it's got all the days of the week, but that's what it is. Okay, and for my hydration, I have an adult beverage as well.
All
but
right.
I have it in my authentic Alpine Yellow.
Yes.
Yeti, authentic Yeti. And in here, I am enjoying it. I bought the cans for those of y'all who like beer and lager.
Mhm.
So you can see, I got Einstock's Wee Heavy, one of my favorites.
Yes.
It's one of my favorites. It's a dark beer. I like dark, so it's really good. It's called Wee Heavy. Okay. And for my lippy, I bought out my Buxom today.
Ooh.
This is Buxom. This is the full-on plumping lipstick. And this is called, let me push it up. Isn't that pretty?
Ooh.
This is called Hush Hush. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that color.
Okay, that's
That's what
new.
Crispy need to do.
Oh.
That's why I put that on today. And my Avon Glimmer Sticks lip liner in chocolate.
Nice.
And that's for Sir Corliss. That's it for me.
Sea snack, you mean?
Yeah, sea
Mhm.
snack.
All right.
Miss
Well, I am drinking some room temperature water in this Walmart jug
That's
thingy.
good.
Okay.
Stay
I forgot to put
hydrated.
ice in it.
Stay hydrated.
Nice.
I'm also drinking Yingling lager,
nice.
just a little something I can get it in there.
Okay,
Whatever.
cool.
That's a good
I got a
beer.
couple of those lined up.
Mhm.
Ooh,
I like
nice.
Yingling or
Yep.
however you say that. But yeah, I like that. I like that.
For my swag, I'm wearing one of our Drunken Blurdy silhouettes. It's an old one. I'm out of the picture.
Oh, yeah.
I
there you go.
love it.
I like that.
It's been worn a lot, so it's a little dusty.
As we all are.
And tell everybody what, I forgot to ask you to introduce yourself. Tell everyone what your Drunken Birdie is.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So yeah, my Drunken Blurdy is it's our YouTube channel that my husband and I have where we drink a lot and get a lot of drunk. And we talk about geek things. Sometimes we do reviews, and sometimes we create drinks that we found on the internet and recreate drinks. And it's just really fun to do.
Okay.
And hopefully, after this cruise we're about to go on, we can jumpstart our travel blog, Drunken Blurdy, all aboard.
Okay.
That'd be great.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it. Where are y'all going on your cruise?
We are going to Cozumel, Costa Maya in Mexico, and Honduras and Belize.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
So
Hot
very excited
dog.
to just
Yeah.
get away. Oh, I guess I should do. I'm my lippy. I'm wearing this cheap beauty supply store color. It's I forget the actual color, but it's a brand called Ruby. I've never heard of it. It's very matte. It's pretty. It looks a little darker because I'm on my skin, like how it is now, but it's actually kind of lighter, kind of closer to the color you all have on, actually. But it comes kind of darker on me with a liner about the similar color and some of my Victoria's Secret honey lip gloss.
Okay.
That's almost done.
All right now. Secret.
I love it.
Yeah, it looks great.
It looks good.
Thank you.
I love them earrings too.
Yes.
Thank you. A little blingy,
I
blingy,
love the
bling.
higher
Yeah, I love it.
on
Thank
point.
Yeah, really, really.
It is. All right, well, I'll jump in real quick. I have my Soul Sister bracelet in rose gold. Thank you, Sister LM, for that. My permanent swag underneath there. And I also have our, what do you call that, logoed shirt, long sleeve shirt.
Nice.
This is Productions. It's a little low.
Love it.
For my hydration, I also have 2 drinks. My first one is in my original Yay, thank you, Sister LM, was a gift. And in this one, I have some fruit punch.
Okay.
And then this one, it's my Girls Trip cup from my friend Kristen. I know y'all from Exit. It's so good. Girls Trip is cheaper than therapy cup. And I have a homemade hurricane in this one.
Okay. She done bought out the hurricane.
Everybody's got the drinks tonight.
Yeah, we need it.
Okay.
I need it because my throat's a little raspy. For my lippy, sorry, I'm scrambling. I have the Maybelline Superstay ink crayon, and this is in the color of Be Bold, Be You. And it's got like its little crayonish applicator.
Okay.
It is very creamy, kind of matte-ish, but not really. It does transfer, but it has really good pigmentation.
Yeah.
Nice color.
It's a nice color,
Yep.
yeah.
But it does transfer, so. Yeah.
Okay.
Almost all them lipsticks do though.
I know, right?
Unless it's a lip ink. You know that ink where it says ink, but I don't like those.
Well,
This says
They stay on all
it's a-
day.
See, I like me a good stain, but most of them are very not stainy. They don't stain very well.
I don't want it to
This is an ink crayon, but it's not very inky. It's very,
not very inky.
It ain't inky. All right. So this episode, which we didn't find out the daggum title, until like the whole show was over with. They
Till the
didn't
next
announce
day.
it.
Well, the title says, the TV app says Rhaenyra the Cruel.
The Cruel.
The Cruel.
The Cruel.
Right.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're calling
it. Didn't pop it up, but it didn't pop up until the day
I know.
It
after
didn't,
the episode
yeah.
aired.
I don't know why
Episode
they're
2.
doing that. They're doing that next week too, though. So anyway,
I know. It's weird.
I don't know
But
why
anyway,
they're doing that.
So this episode,
That's weird.
man, I'll tell you.
Ooh-wee.
It opens up. I'm glad they didn't like skip ahead. Like
No,
sometimes
Nope.
they do.
Exactly.
I'm glad they didn't do that.
Mhm.
I'm glad that we were like minutes after. It's chaos.
Yep.
People are running around. They're getting gathered up and herded into one place.
We know they like to do that, though. That's all the help.
Oh
They
my gosh.
immediately go to all of the people that work in the castle, the whole castle.
So
That thing is big.
Yeah.
That Red Keep is huge.
Now, wait a minute.
So
But they
sad.
rounded up everybody.
Was it just me?
What?
Or did y'all feel a certain kind of way when you seen all them effing people coming down the stairs where last week I was talking about
No,
where
but-
was everybody?
Right. Where'd they all come from?
So y'all was just asleep?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All y'all? All
Yeah.
y'all. All
All
like
y'all.
300 of y'all was asleep.
I mean, really?
Yeah, it's true.
Because that was
It's
a lot of
true.
people they heard it up.
Stairs were packed.
And
people.
coming
Yes.
from upstairs area. Now
Yeah,
I know
right.
there's
Yep.
a lot of floors, but still.
Right. But
I guess it would have helped if Helena had yelled too, but
Yeah, she didn't yell, though. She just ran.
Yeah.
But they found out pretty quick because I mean, as soon as they turned their backs to kill that baby, she ran out. So
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like obviously they didn't really get a good chance to run off because they got.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the one guy got, I mean, he was outside the castle, but he wasn't outside the keep, King's Landing. So that's why because he was almost to the gate, they said.
Caught red-handed. The
Mhm.
bag with the head.
Bag with the head in it. And wait a minute, his little punk ass spilled quick, didn't he?
Oh.
Okay, he
He
did
sure
what I
did.
would do if I was ever tortured. If I was ever going to be tortured, you don't even got to bring out no roll of tools. I'm spilling the damn beans,
He
honey.
did.
everything.
He did.
Everything.
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 I feel like they should have
Amazing.
traded names. He should have been cheese because he was not blood in that moment.
Exactly.
No.
I mean,
Oh my God.
I mean, I will say this. You got the nerve to be fucking sniveling and whining and motherfucking crying and saying, "Are you going to hurt me?"
no,
Bitch,
knowing
right.
what you
killed
did.
a
Mhm.
baby.
A baby.
Yes.
I just,
Giving them the eyes.
yeah,
No
like
way.
he was
I was
going to have
so
mercy.
Right. No way.
Irritated. I was so irritated by that.
Well, I was
So dumb.
irritated when all Laris had to do was unroll them tools, and he already barking.
Talking.
It was
Oh.
Damon.
Damon did it.
This is what I got
David,
paid.
I got paid. Blah 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 blah. I mean, he's telling every damn thing.
Yeah.
Now, and
My thing is, he should have just shut up because they were going to kill him no matter what he
they
said.
were going to kill him
Yeah.
anyway.
So
Yeah.
he should have just kept his mouth closed.
Mm-hmm.
No,
He
he
didn't
was
want to be
stupid.
tortured.
He was dumb. He thought he would tell the truth and they would let him. I guess he thought that they would be lenient because he told the truth.
I mean,
He
You
was
killed
dumb.
a crown prince? Mm-mm.
Child.
A baby.
The
a
way that they
baby.
did it. No.
Ugh.
I think the reason why he got caught too, and he wasn't further away than he was, is because, well, I hate to say this though, but the way that a previous episode ended, when Helena was running, they were still sawing.
Mm.
Yeah.
They were still sawing that baby neck.
Mm.
Right.
So they weren't. It wasn't like they ran when she ran. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they were still in there.
That took a minute.
Ugh.
He
That
didn't
was
have
horrible.
no.
Mhm.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't have no Valerian steel or probably nothing, the
No.
right kind of stuff to use that will just go,
Right.
in one.
But I mean, I could not believe how quickly he folded. I just couldn't believe it. And he's this big old guard. He was one of the guards that was guarding the gate and stuff when Daemon first come up. I mean, big old burly guard guy. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he folded
by the name of blood
so
and everything. Come on now.
Oh. Damn.
I did think like it was funny to me that he's all like, I hate the high towers. So then why didn't you go with the twin who left and go be with Rhaenyra if you hated the high towers? Like, I didn't trust him.
You know what? Now that's a very good point. You're right, because Erryk did leave.
Yes.
He left and went and pledged to Rhaenyra.
But I don't think Erryk with the E, he didn't tell anybody he was leaving. He just snatched that crown and left. He didn't.
Yeah, but they all know.
I just mean like,
right, they all know.
I just mean like in
though.
general, like why didn't you just go
later on? Yeah,
true.
I mean,
true.
Because what Erryk had been over there, and this fool blood was still at the keep. So yeah, everybody knew he went with Rhaenyra. So it wasn't like it was secret. So I agree with you. That's a good point.
He should have a real good point.
Left.
Mm-hmm. Now we get the scene of Otto and Alicent, and of course, after everybody's getting rounded up, we go to Alicent and she's crying, and Otto is sitting there like, "Well, we can't lose our heads or not lose our heads," but he said we can't be bothered, too bothered about this. And what did you think when she was saying? Because I didn't understand this at first. When she said, "It's the baby is dead, and also what they're doing to my daughter, to her," and I'm like, "What they doing to her?" So I guess they had locked up Helena, or thought she had something to do with it.
I think maybe Aegon was treating her badly because she let the baby get killed. He was kind of being nasty toward her, like the way he just kind of walked past her like she didn't exist.
Remember, we saw that
later.
Yeah. We saw that.
I feel like it was probably Aegon being mean to her.
Blaming her.
That's a good point. I think I agree with that, Dena, because everybody, she has a reputation within the castle of being off. But they think she's mentally off, where she's not, though. She just has precognition and stuff. But they don't understand that, see? So, they already treat her like, ooh, there's that crazy one. You know what I mean? And then you're right. I mean, Aegon, he don't pay no attention to her. She had done her job. She produced them babies. That was her job.
That was it.
Because otherwise, he goes off and does whatever he wants. He laying across the Iron Throne, drinking with his buddies and stuff. Them some same buddies. They go to the hoes outside in the town. As a group and stuff like that. So
that's his sister, Mama.
Yeah,
weirdness. So
I know.
Damn.
Well, after the episode, they explain that scene where they walk across and he doesn't say anything as they're both recognizing the grief in each other. They didn't say anything about him being angry. So, but this is way before anything where they were still like looking for who did it. Even Aemond was looking to try to investigate like what he could find in the room where all this happened. So even before all that conversation, Alicent made that comment, what they're doing to her. And I kept thinking, what the hell are they doing to her? Like, I feel like they left something out, or do they scoop her up and put her down in the dungeon, or what?
Either that, or maybe she was talking about Rhaenyra, like what they are doing to Helena. Because the same way Rhaenyra was like, why would I ever do that to Helena? Maybe she was like, I can't believe they're doing this to my daughter. Maybe it's that.
You know what? Now that makes more sense, because Rhaenyra did say that. She says, "Why would anybody think I would visit that on a kid, and especially to her, meaning Helena, who is totally innocent?" And Rhaenyra said she's innocent. So
and that's her half sister, right? I mean, which is weird.
That part it is weird to like reconcile. These are her brothers and sisters.
They are. They are. Yeah.
And I had to like roll the tape back a little bit later when they were talking about the sister. Aegon somebody said something about his sister, and I was
Your
like,
sister.
damn, that's Rhaenyra.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
I was like, wait a second. It's hard to keep all this shit straight.
I think Plato did that. Of which I'm
Plato.
giving him that name because somebody in our group put that, and it's perfect.
It's
Plato.
perfect. Plato.
Plato.
Love it.
Plato.
Love it.
Yeah. But he
Yes.
said something about that.
Yeah.
With reference to Rhaenyra. And until he says the stuff like that, then I have to remember,
Yes, they got the same daddy. Yeah.
Same daddy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
But I don't know. That was a weird. I'm gonna have to go back and watch and see exactly what she says because I don't think it's about Rhaenyra. I think she's talking about her daughter Helena, but I don't understand what she meant by that.
I'll have to go back and look too.
We didn't, or at least I didn't. Well, it was kind of dark those scenes, but I didn't remember seeing her being taken or them questioning her or anything like that.
No.
But yeah, maybe she just means what
somebody killing her child.
Yeah.
Having her have to go through that.
Killing her child, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think also Allison, even before they find out that, Daemon paid the guard and stuff, but I think she knows it was done, but I don't think she believes that Rhaenyra gave the order to do that. I don't think she believes that. Because Plato sure don't believe it either. He said, but we're going to use that information, though. But he doesn't believe it either because he knows Rhaenyra.
Which is so trifling. He's so trifling.
Trifling.
Oh.
He is.
Trifling at all of them are.
He's making things worse.
Oh, but he just plot. Yep. That's what he think,
But what he tells Allison while she's grieving, and she's like, okay, look, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to use this information. We're going to have to use this to get favor.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to have a funeral. We're going to need to prepare his little body. Yeah. And y'all are going to need to follow behind him and show your grief so the people can rally against Rhaenyra and for you. She's like, I don't want to do all that.
No.
He's like, but you need to because we still have this succession shit to fight.
Mm-hmm.
He told him, look, y'all can't look a gift horse in the mouth. That's what he was telling him. He said, look, you can't let a crisis go to waste like this. We got to use this.
Make her look bad.
Yeah, make her look even worse.
Yep.
That's what he says to Allison. But then in that council meeting, he kind of softens it a bit.
Well, sure.
Saying, because, honey, now look, Aegon is pissed. He done tore up all his daddy's Legos. He tore it all up.
Sure did.
They killed my son. Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Now, what did y'all feel about his reaction?
Who? Aegon?
Yeah.
Quietness is kept, and I don't like them high tires either. Can I always say, fuck them high tires? But
he's
Plato is correct. Aegon should not have done that. He said, look, you done killed up a bunch of innocent people.
Oh, we're not there yet, Jay. I'm talking about the very beginning when we're in the council meeting and his reaction. He's tearing up the little model of
the model.
Sistahs. He's in the council throwing shit. I mean, that's what I'm talking about, not the later parts.
I think it was justified. I mean, hell, to me, I was even surprised he was in that damn little council. I would have thought he would have just got all the Kingsguard, those gold cloaks, because he commands the gold cloaks, the ones with gold on it. I just figured he'd just go ramping through the town. That's what I thought he would be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like he's still...
with everybody's blessing too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sister A, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say, I feel like his reaction was justified. I mean, I think he's also trying to, like his grandfather said, he's perceived as weak.
Yeah.
And maybe this reaction, he's overdoing it because he's got reasons that he needs to look better in others' eyes and things like that. So, but what did you think, Sister K?
I thought he was genuine too. I mean, as much as we know he's a rapist, he doesn't care. He's not a good person.
No.
But the fact that his son, that obviously he loved, got killed in the way that he did, I felt like that was a true reaction. And what did surprise me though was when he was saying, "Oh, let's go kill him. Let's go get her. We know who it is. It's that damn chick over across the way. Go burn her ass up."
My damn sister.
Yeah.
That he listened when they said, "No, we need to calm down and figure out the best way to deal with this, because we can use this to get all of our bannermen together and then go take her out." Like he's basically saying, let's not do it right now, but we're going to get her, but let's wait. And Aegon is like, hell no, let's not wait. But I was surprised that he actually listened at first, of course.
It's because he honestly does value his grandfather's advice. But, I mean, later on, he's listening to other people who in his mind, he perceives, oh, they closer to my age. They ain't like the old fuddy duddy like my granddaddy. You know what I mean? You got Clarissa, Laris saying shit in his ear, Crispy saying shit in his ear. So he changes later. But I think in that council meeting, though, I think he honestly does value his grandfather's opinion, because I mean, even if he's a ham, but that is his granddaddy.
Yeah. I had a question when Otto was talking about the funeral procession. He said for Helena and Alicent to be a part of that, but not the king. Why do you think he chose that Aegon didn't?
Because he wanted Aegon to be shown as grieving. He's too grieving.
He's too mad. I think he's too he's too
volatile right now. Right.
Okay. Yeah. And
I also think it's sorry, go ahead. I didn't know.
No, go ahead.
I also think it's because they showing the mother of the child makes people feel more sorry and hate Rhaenyra even more, because it's like grieving mom. She's the innocent queen, the beloved queen. Okay. And this is her son, and look what they did to, you know.
I agree.
Okay.
Which was really bad for poor Helena. I feel so sorry for her.
I know. Yeah. She was really freaking out during that too.
That conversation that she had with
totally
Alicent,
innocent though.
That conversation
with nobody.
That conversation where Alicent told her that we're going to have a funeral and that we're going to need to, go through the city, and she's like, I don't want to do that. Yeah. And Alicent's like, yeah, well, sometimes we have to do stuff we don't want to, just to show, the realm and all the people.
For the good of the realm.
It's like, well, I don't know them people. I don't care about them people.
But Alicent told her, but she used that D word, but hey, it's your duty.
She didn't want to do it either, Alicent.
No, Alicent, because at first she said, no, I'm not doing that.
Right.
And her daddy said it too, to her too. Oh yeah, but you are. Because this is the reason why. And they know Otto plots and schemes and stuff, but the stuff he be saying though, when they think about it, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't always make sense. I mean, he's trying to use it for political.
Well, we know that.
And for his family's gain. That's it.
We know that. But the people in it, they can't see it though.
And the problem with Otto is he thinks he's smarter than everybody else. Now, in this particular case, he is a little bit smarter than me.
He's a lot smarter than the rest of us.
But in this case, but in most cases, he thinks he's so smart and intuitive, and he knows what people are going to do, and he gets jacked when they do the opposite. So that funeral, that was rough.
Yes.
They had a little baby, and I kept thinking, why would you have the baby out there like that, out in the open?
Well, he was in a casket, but in them days, because they wanted to stir up the passions.
Yeah,
of the
look what she did to this child.
They wanted, and if you notice, that whole little line was visible.
Yes,
because they wanted to stir up the passions of the people,
and all the slurs the guy was throwing.
Now, when that. I'm telling you though, when that wagon stopped, I thought the baby's head was going to be coming off.
I thought so too.
I said, "Oh, don't let that baby's head be rolling out in the street."
I did too.
I totally did. Yeah,
I'm so scared.
Yeah,
I know. Like, and then all those people start reaching for her. I thought she was going to go off.
Yeah. Ooh.
I was like, what the fuck they reaching for? Like,
because
where's the
it's
damn
like
gold cloaks?
Well, but it's like
Push 'em
Dena.
back.
It's like Dena said though. They was feeling for the mother of the child. You know, which is what they wanted.
They can feel for her all they want, but they didn't need to be touching on the thing.
They was.
But you know,
that's crowding.
That's what the small folk do. That in most royalty situations, the small folk always want to reach up and just touch. Bless me with your touch. And I just want to I just felt bad because like she's clearly having this panic attack, freaking out. Alicent's like trying to calm her down, and like you said, what were the gold cloaks doing? They should have been like back away, let her grieve,
right?
Because they wouldn't have had to. And then then it hit that rock or whatever, so it was stuck, and it was like, why wasn't somebody watching for that kind of stuff?
Pothole.
Yeah,
I mean, it was
a big ass pothole.
Yeah, huge.
Right.
Oh man,
yeah, that was a mess. That was
a mess. Okay, let's talk about Dragonstone for a minute.
Wait, real quick before we move on from the council meeting, I did like Aegon when he turned around and said, "Where the fuck was you at, Sir Crispy?
Crispy.
Where? How come you wasn't defending my family and Alicent?"
Yeah, he said I was a bed.
I was a bed.
He was
just sleeping.
Wait a minute. And he said it that way so he wouldn't be lying.
I know.
That's the way he said it. Because that's the only reason he said that, so he would I could be
truthful. Yes.
Jay. You know what? And I ain't trying to offend nobody, but he reminded me of them Christians who would do stuff like that to keep them from being seen as a sinner, making it seem, so they can just get away with stuff.
You ain't
that right there.
Because we got a case right now. We got a case right now of this really prominent preacher having to leave his church of 30, 40 years. He said, I had an inappropriate relationship with the person years ago. Turned out the person was 12.
It wasn't a person, it was a child. The woman, she's now like 30 or something.
She's 40.
And, she came out.
42.
She came out and accused him of it.
My word.
And now it's a big ass
reason he's admitted it. A big ass mega church.
Big. I mean, we talk about like 10, 15,000 members. Big.
A white mega church, not a black one.
Right. Here in Dallas.
The other way.
Right. Oh, there's another one who all of a sudden he said, I have to step down because I had an indiscretion years ago. Oh, it's nothing illegal, but I've sinned. And I thought, what you bet that woman gonna get ready to come out too. Talking about some extramarital affair. Don't blame me. Trust me. I know.
That is who Kristen Cole is right there.
Really? And Dena, you hit it on the head. That's the first thing, because that case is going on here in Dallas, it's all in the news. That's the first thing I thought. Oh, you kind of an effing hypocrite.
Yep, hypocrite.
Right.
Yep.
Oh, both of them are.
You so innocent.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Don't you just want to go?
Yes.
That was just the start of him in this episode.
I know.
And then they showed Alicent's old crusty ass looking like. And then wait. When she was talking to poor Helena, and Helena's telling her, I don't want to do all this. And she tried to change the subject real quick. Helena, what you walked in on last night. Helena's like, this is for my baby, to dress my baby in for his funeral. She was
not talking about your
notice that
not to say nothing.
Right. Yeah. She was going to school her so she wouldn't be saying no nothing to either Aegon or anybody else. Oh, she gonna tell
that's the thing about Helena, though. She don't say nothing. She keep the secrets, and when she gives stuff out, it's in a riddle.
Right.
So they don't know what she's talking about.
Nobody listens to her.
Who's she gonna tell?
But you know what? So I bet she gonna say it. No, mark my word. I bet she gonna say it something, say a comment or something. And in my opinion, I bet it's gonna be Aemond who either she's talking to or hears it. Because see, he's a lot more discerning than Aegon is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he already
He
has
might have a bum eye and stuff, but he knows.
Skinny ass.
Oh God!
You know, because he's that second
already...
son, so he has to be better than
exactly.
Yeah,
right.
But then
Everything.
remember the comment he made in last episode about Alicent?
Yeah.
He don't like or he's already irritated with Alicent anyway because
yes, he is
plotted against his father, to get Aegon on the throne. He's like, he didn't want Aegon on the throne.
Yeah,
we all know it is.
Everybody knows it.
And now she's talking about, when he died, she was plotting with the small council to get him on the throne. So he's already salty with her ass.
You know what?
So
that is good.
That would be interesting to see, like, if he did find out that she's been sleeping with Cole and then talking all this virtuous shit, what he would do.
Well, and plus he been talking a lot with Cole too, so he's gonna be extra mad.
Right?
I think we talking about Aemond. He's gonna be extra mad. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
When he find out, but I bet she gonna say something in a riddle or something. She gonna say something, and I tell you, it's gonna come out.
Can't wait.
I know. Okay.
Just trifling.
All right. Now, I felt sorry for Rhaenyra because for one, she didn't have nothing to do with this shit. And they blaming her, but she didn't have nothing to do with it.
She started this whole thing, though.
I mean, what did you think she would say?
But Sarah started it. He named her
finding
the heir.
Her child, like she confirmed it, and she knows who did it. So what would you expect her to say? I want his ass.
Right.
I need his ass gown.
Mm-hmm. What she kill a baby.
Think that Daemon's old janky ass would hire the dumbest fucking criminals in the effing Westeros to pull it out.
Like, are we on Dragonstone yet?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It was a mistake. You murdered a child and it was a mistake.
Yeah.
I know.
What?
That scene, I don't know. It's not funny, but it was kind of funny when they were talking about what happened and the reports, and she's saying, I didn't do it. We need to tell people. And Damon's over there going,
no, Rhaenys
so quiet.
Rhaenys is the one.
She in Damon's eyes as they were talking.
At Damon.
She did.
She did
look at him.
Yeah.
But he looked guilty as hell.
Yeah.
Anybody who looked at him would have said, because he was like,
everybody, you know what? Everybody in that room knew it was Daemon. Everybody in that room.
Everybody
she made eye contact with him. She was like, we need to talk privately.
You know that meme
in that room
with the little monkey, and he's like, and then he's like, it's a little meme. That was Daemon. He was like,
yeah.
Yes.
I tell you, that was
foul.
Yeah.
Sit up there like, I don't know nothing. Oh, what happened?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear her saying, I didn't do anything. Why would they think that? He just like,
yes.
Is there a draft in here?
Yeah, but to me, Rhaenys is the one that I was hawking. Oh my gosh, if looks could kill.
Yeah.
She knew from the get-go. She knew from the get-go. He just sit there like, what you got to say? Mm-hmm.
Yep. She knows.
But as soon as Rhaenyra looked at him,
she knew.
Yeah.
She knew.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the next scene where they're having that argument was such a good scene.
Yes.
But she was correct though. She told him true.
Mm-hmm.
She's told
like,
him
how
true.
could you? Like, what was your thought process?
Right.
Yeah. Well, I told him I was real explicit. Okay. And what was your instruction if they couldn't find Aemon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, well,
avoid.
Yeah.
No. She told him true though. And when she got to telling him, he told me, my brother was so weak. He just didn't ever trust you.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't trust you because you are not trustworthy. And
I'm glad she spoke her mind about that.
Me
and she
too,
wasn't
because
scared that he was going to yoke her up again.
Well, she was kind of, because he kind of bucked up at her.
I
for
thought
a
he was
minute.
gonna.
But she still kept talking, though.
But she kept talking. Yeah, she kept talking. She kept talking. Because she was trying to let him
wasn't
know.
gonna.
Yeah. Well, I think she was trying to let him know, oh, you might put your hands around my neck again, but I'm going to tell you what you need to hear.
Right.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad that she kept saying it too, because he needed to know, look, I'm on to all your shit and I can't have, basically, like if he wouldn't have left, she would have had no choice but to say, you got to go. Because
she would have.
She can't have him representing her house and jacking shit up like this.
Right.
Killing up. And she said multiple times, and I'm glad she kept saying it, you killed a baby.
A baby.
You killed a child. Because you feel slighted.
Yeah.
So, hey, I love it when she said also, do you recognize me as your queen?
Wasn't that telling? And he didn't say shit.
No,
he's like, well, aren't I going? Aren't I going to the such and such place to fight for you? But do you recognize my as the queen?
Yeah.
Didn't I put the crown on your head?
Yeah.
That's not a yes or no.
But when she said, oh, but you feel like I usurped your chance. Then she hit it on the head then. Yeah. All he could do was just look at the floor. Because that's what it is. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be on your side and I'm gonna fight for you and everything. He do all this shit to sabotage.
Yeah.
You know, on the side.
Make her look bad.
Oh, but I'm supporting you though.
Daemon also is not as smart as he thinks he is either. Like Otto. Yeah. He thinks he's so smart. He thinks he's such a great soldier. Blah, blah, blah. Well, he's done been caught up multiple times. Like he already didn't win that joust last season. So, you know, he ain't the best. He already, he fucked up 2 wives, basically.
Yeah.
For her.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he
didn't fuck her. He killed 2 wives because, like, Rhaenys, and she ain't never forgiven him for that. Like, she told him her daughter wanted to come home.
Yes.
To have that baby. Yeah. But he didn't let her do that. He said, no, we stay in the Pintos.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. But that was wife number 2. Because the first one, he outright killed her, period.
He said, look, I don't want to be married to her.
Yeah, I need a divorce right now.
Yeah, he just killed her, period. You know, so.
Well, now that woman was doing too much fucking talking. She should have went right past his ass and went to the house and said, okay, we done, because you already knew his ass was crazy.
Crazy. Yeah. Already knew.
Should have known if she didn't know already.
Or talk to him while you was off of that horse and had your hand on the hilt of your sword.
Oh, he'd have bum rushed her.
But she could have stuck him.
Well, you would think.
She could have nicked him where you can't be unnicked.
That's right.
Yeah, I know.
First.
Because according to her little cousin, uncle, whoever at that dinner, she was an expert markswoman and hunter. And hunter. So, you know.
As soon as she saw him, she should have known something was up.
Yeah, she should already had her hand ready on her sword ready.
She hadn't seen this husband in who knows how long.
How long?
Right.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah. Daemon ain't no good.
It was cool though when we got to see him.
Oh, he was decked.
What was it? Caraxes?
Yes.
Yeah. Coming out of the tunnel.
His whole helmet and everything. He is. Yeah. He's in battle gear, baby.
Now, where y'all think he going?
Well,
supposed to be going to Harrenhal, right?
He's going to Harrenhal.
Y'all think he's still going
there? Yeah. Because I feel like that's the reason why Harrenhal is destroyed in like the later years is because of what's about to happen now.
Okay.
I think that's the reason, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Like it's what he's doing now because he wants to go take it over is probably
but I thought they burnt up
Harrenhal.
They didn't they? With the
no, it was still burnt up. Not completely, but it was still pretty bad.
Okay. So when Larys set fire to it and killed up his brother and daddy,
Father,
that just was a part of that. Oh, I guess.
feel like it, yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was several years ago too. They could have rebuilt it because that was when the kids were younger.
That's true. The kids were little. That's true.
Yeah. And they say it's cursed.
You're right.
So
you're right. That's right.
Keep having things happening there.
I think
you know what? That is the legend. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's still doing that though, because I mean,
I don't know.
Is he still fighting? Is he still rocking with Rhaenyra then?
Is he still listening to her orders? Kind of
well,
thing?
I don't know if he's listening to her orders, but he's still on Rhaenyra's side though. Yeah. He is.
I don't know.
I do. I have every confidence.
She's the closest to him becoming king. If he actually still wants to be king,
exactly,
he don't have to go through her. Kind of way.
Yeah.
So
So yeah.
Now, when he was leaving the room, Bela was coming in.
I know.
He didn't. He didn't acknowledge her at all.
Nothing.
I'm like, you need to stop disrespecting that little sister now.
Oh,
you.
Thank you. And that's the one he does talk to, because the other one, remember, she said back in the day, "You don't talk to me."
Yeah,
and she didn't have a dragon.
She couldn't ride. Yeah.
So Rhaenyra had called her in there to ask her to go patrol King's Landing and stay high to see what they up to. So I'm thinking, make sure you can see when they come.
Well, what she didn't say is stay high because you want to stay out of Vhagar's range. That's right. That's
she don't want her burnt up.
Or chomped up.
She has a small dragon.
Vhagar killed a dragon. He killed one of his own.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he just went kapah, chomp. One chomp, honey.
I tell you.
Now, just skipping ahead a little bit, but not talking about it. When we see the fella on the beach clamming and he sees the dragon, is that her?
I think it is.
That's her.
So.
The silver dragon.
A small dragon.
Okay.
My light just
it was a lighter color.
Okay. Just wanted to check.
Yeah, and it's a lighter color. So I was trying to figure that out too. I'm like,
okay,
which dragon is that?
Yeah, because Craxus is a little darker. He's not as dark as
like
Vhagar.
He's red. He's like red. Yeah.
So,
and her dragon's called Moon Dancer. It's probably because of the color.
Like a silvery.
That makes sense, don't it?
Thank you.
I
was like, girl, you better get out of sight and get in some clouds. What are you doing?
Okay.
Go higher.
Although they were still on in their area.
That's true. She's probably just taking
but still, I mean, hey, them knowing Aemon is the one that has Vhagar, you can't be too careful. I don't care if you are in your territory. So yeah.
I'd be expecting him to come out with some fire.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Mm-hmm. I did, before we move on, I did like the scene with Jacaerys and the daughter, the other daughter, where she was practicing her sharpshooting.
Yes.
Her crossbow. Or whatever that thing is called. I don't even know what you call it.
I think it's like a crossbow.
It is a crossbow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it was interesting that she talked about Laenor.
Her uncle. Yeah. Did she remember?
I hope that
he remembered.
Means that he might come back.
I think he's definitely going to come back before the end of the season.
Okay.
I don't know what episode, but
I hope so.
But I think so. And the only thing I want is I want to see Rhaenys when she realizes how they all plotted to do this. I mean, because he plotted with them to do this so he could go live his life. So, that's going to strip away a whole lot of anger from her.
Well,
or it might make it worse.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah. She thinks she's childless right now.
Like, how could you make me grieve all these years for a dead son and he's not dead?
That's
like
true.
You couldn't have sent me a fucking letter once you got to wherever you was at.
Send me a raven.
Let me know. Because them kids are now all grown.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
So it's been a good 10.
But he gonna come back. You watch. He gonna come back.
Years.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that whole That whole scene was great.
Whew, it's gonna be a mess, though.
It was such a sweet scene because it just showed them, I don't know. And what I loved about that scene too is she was talking about how sometimes she hates her father because he doesn't talk to her and shit. But then she asked him about his real daddy.
Yeah.
The Strongs, and he didn't flinch. He didn't look at her crazy or nothing. He just said, well, you know.
Yeah.
I like that because it shows that they obviously have conversation or some kind of, you know, they don't shy away from that conversation, at least at the house.
Right. But I think it was interesting when Jacaerys, his response was, I think he loved us. And she said, oh, he definitely loved y'all.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So sad, though.
Yeah, that was.
Very sad.
But
he said he misses his brother. I mean, they were really close, him and Luke.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't one of them sisters engaged to one of them?
Yes, both of them girls
were both engaged to each other.
Bela's sister was engaged.
Right. So I think the sister that Rhaenyra sent off was engaged to Jace.
Yeah.
And that sister was engaged to Luke.
Luke.
Yes. Okay.
The one with the crossbow was engaged to Luke.
Engaged to Luke because she was the younger sister.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, she's the younger of the two.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
So I don't know if that's still going to take place now. I don't know.
What a messed up family.
Family's done messed up.
That's my stepdaddy, but that's her daddy. And then that's my uncle.
That's my cousin.
Yeah. Your daddy is my brother's
uncle
and uncle.
That's where they got that term, Uncle Daddy.
Uncle Daddy.
Uncle Daddy, honey. Sister cousin.
It's cousin.
Brother cousin. Something.
Oh my gosh.
We talk about people in the mountains doing it now, and I'm like, where do you think they got it from? You know, they was doing it way back when.
Back in the day. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Let's talk about Aegon again. Because he done rounded up all the well, they show all these people hanging.
Yeah.
Outside the Red Keep. They hung all these people. Now, the woman says to a stranger who says, what's all this? And she says, they killed the ratters. But there was some there were some females hanging. When you look,
were there?
Yeah, there were some women.
Well, there might have been some women rat catchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be.
They
hung up a lot of people.
He hung up all of them. It looked like 30, 40 people.
Yeah.
It was a bunch.
A lot.
It was a bunch. And there was all these people wailing, all these women, you know, crying and wailing and stuff. And then they had the little dog, and he was whining for cheese. Even though cheese kicked him, but still, you know.
Or blood. Cheese.
Yeah.
He was cheese.
Yeah.
Right?
He was cheese.
And don't cry for him, little doggy.
I know. But Prado, he was right though. He said, look, this is stupid.
He was hot.
He
came busting up in there like, what the hell did y'all do?
You killed up a bunch of innocent people that have wives and brothers and children and cousins and stuff. He said, you turned it on. All the goodwill we spent with that funeral, you done wiped it away. Which is true.
Well, I found that scene interesting because when he busted in there, it was
Crispy
and Aegon.
Well, of course, Crispy been in his ear.
And so Aegon, of course, is feeling a little cocky. And plus, I mean, he's pissed. And if it would have been your child, I feel like this is a justified reaction. It's just that Otto had his own plan.
Yeah.
But Otto ain't running shit. That's the problem with Otto. He think he running shit.
Yeah, but what made me mad was I can just hear all the negative bitches and C words coming out of Crispy's mouth to Aegon as he's in there talking to the king.
Yep.
Yeah. You can just hear it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he said it.
Made me so mad. I thought to myself,
queen out of here.
Oh, she didn't want to go sow her, go farm or whatever he wanted her to do.
Right.
So you are incel is what you are, sir.
Yeah.
No, he's a
Wanna
bitter
be a
bitch.
side piece.
He is a bitter bitch.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be her free hoe.
Right.
He didn't want to be her hoe. So he's the free hoe of the queen.
Oh, the
Right.
queen.
And feeling
And then the
guiltier than
queen-
ever.
The queen up in here abusing him and beating on him when she get mad, and then no, we can't do this anymore. And then next week they screwing again. Like,
Yeah.
Now, she do that because she's trying to, just like he tried to justify in his mind by sending Erryk over there.
oh,
Well,
my
hold on.
God.
Let's
Yeah, we
let's
didn't
not
talk
go
about
there
that yet.
Let's not go there yet.
But she
that
was
right
trying
there.
to justify her own shit too
No.
with that.
Yeah.
Even she is asking him. We skipped this scene. She even when she was taking her bath, getting ready to take her bath, and you notice how she has those ladies pour the water, but then she makes them leave when
She
takes
makes
her
him
bath.
leave. Yeah.
Now that she knows Laris then hired all these people.
Hired
Anyway,
all of
I
them.
thought that was a good touch. I thought that was interesting. But anyway,
So she having to
when-
bathe herself.
when she-
Yep.
but before she took her bath, she went out there and said, "Did you tell anybody?" And he looked at her like, "Bitch, please, who do you think I?" He didn't say it, but he's like, "Really? Like, why would I do that?"
I know.
She's
He
like,
didn't
"Well,
say
I
nothing,
know
but
for
the
your."
look he gave her.
No, he
is
said,
like-
I can't remember how he said it, but he said, "Do you take me for a fool?" or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well, I think that you're trying to be honorable." So she was even concerned that he's feeling guilty. And I think that's why last week she said, "We can't do this again," because she could see he's looking like, "Oh shit, I've done it again. I broke
She
my
don't care
vows
about
again."
him.
Yeah.
She don't want him to tell. No,
She don't care
want,
about
she just don't
him.
want nobody to know. That's all.
Yeah.
Trying to keep her secret.
She don't care about him. She's gonna screw him until somebody find out and then they kill him.
Yep.
They're not gonna kill him because at that point he's gonna be too far up.
Yeah.
Well,
They're not
He's
gonna
already
kill
getting
him.
you
promoted.
never know. Hey,
You
don't
better
never
hope
know.
that Aegon don't
You-
find out
I
that
was
he
gonna
was
say
screwing his
you
mama.
you don't know what the boys are gonna do. No,
Now,
but
that's
to
a-
me, it's Aemon. I think will be.
Wait a minute though, Dena. That's a good point because what do you think Aegon will do when he finds out the reason Christy wasn't standing guard
Oh,
is because he was
yeah.
screwing
Yeah.
his mama?
Mama.
Riding his mama.
Mhm.
Sister A.
Sister A.
Sorry.
See, she come out with it every now and then.
Oh,
She do.
damn.
No, it's true. Woo.
It is true though. What's Aegon? Forget Aegon. What's his name?
Aemon.
The other one. Aemon.
Aemon.
What about Aegon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a mess. Oh, because they're gonna find out. Somebody's gonna find
Somebody's
out.
gonna find out at some point.
Yeah.
They're gonna find out.
Oh, definitely. We know that's going to happen. That's going
Yeah.
to be good.
Because you
And-
know somebody knows besides
Well, Otto
Helena.
knows. Of course, he ain't
We
gonna
know
tell on
Laris
his daughter.
knows.
Yeah, Laris knows
He
and
must
Otto
know.
knows.
Oh, Laris knows for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows for sure. And he gonna use that to his advantage.
And she tried to confess to her father, but he didn't want to hear it.
Yeah,
He's like,
he didn't want to hear
I
it.
wanted to-
But that's because he already know. He knows.
Yeah.
Keep your sins, lady. I don't want to hear them.
That's right. La, 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 la.
Yeah, he didn't want to. He's like a little. He should have just said, "I already know, girl. That's old news."
That's right. Yeah.
Look, and the thing is, why would he be surprised? He hold you out to the king from the beginning.
He hold
Right.
her out.
Right.
Pimped her out.
Exactly. Exactly.
Pimped her out.
Yeah.
Pimped her.
Yeah.
It's his fault.
Yeah.
So yeah, when he
right.
runs up in there all mad and shit about all the rat catchers and shit, I'm looking at him like, really? You're mad now? You got your jaw set now thinking he's stupid?
But he's mad because he wasn't controlling that shit.
Exactly.
They're not listening to him.
He's like, you
And
didn't even
also,
go to
he feels like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
the small council.
Yeah, he feels like all the work they did to make the small people feel a certain way is messed up because now you done killed all their sons and daughters and whatnot.
All of them.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
Which is
And-
true, though. Which is true. And you know they're going to start spreading that like, ooh, that boy crazy. I know they killed his son, but ooh, he never
Yeah.
go kill. You know, one person helped that other guard. Not all 40 of them.
Yes.
You know, so.
All those
ooh.
innocents.
Yeah, all those innocent people.
because they could have asked Helena to identify him.
Yes.
Honestly,
Right.
That's
If
a
they-
good point. That's a
Yeah.
good point. They could
Yeah.
have.
So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
Right.
really could have.
Yeah,
And she could have said that one and that one.
That one and that one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Really could have.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Aegon was telling him, well, you know, even Sir Kristen has done more to help this along. And then he turned around like, what the fuck did he do?
What do you mean by that?
Yeah,
what did he do?
Yeah. What the hell did he do?
Some dumb crap that was stupid.
Okay, let's talk about that.
That was his guilt. He cannot take responsibility for his own actions. He killed that baby by not being at his post.
Yep.
Then he gonna do that stupid shit.
He got on my nerves the whole episode. Wait,
to project that on somebody else like that.
Yeah.
Before we even get to that scene, when he is watching them take all the bloody bedding and stuff out of the room, and he's blocking the fucking door, and I'm like, move out the gosh darn way. And that little guy had to say, excuse me, sir, I got to get out of here with this fucking bloody ass. I'm like, move, bitch. Like, why are you standing there looking transfixed?
Yeah, because
that's that
you
guilt.
know this your fault.
Guilt.
Yes. That's that guilt.
And then that scene, this is what made me really want to smash him upside the head.
I know.
Okay, and let me preface this because there's been all this social media bullshit. I'm talking about the character, Sir Kristen Cole, not the actor.
Not the actor.
Y'all leave the actor alone. We are intelligent.
Yeah, so he's a cute guy.
He's so beautiful, but like his character.
An intelligent audience. I don't see him as cute though, but
we are
cute, an intelligent.
He is
audience,
nice looking.
And everybody in social media that's going after the actors' social media pages is ignorant, and you're making us look ignorant.
Yeah.
We know this is a show. It is not real.
It's not real.
So go after the character, not the damn man that's playing the character.
But that shows you what a good actor he is, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
and you know what's funny?
Part.
But
it's funny because he's worse to me a lot of ways than Joffrey, because I hated Joffrey from the first episode.
Right.
I liked Kristen Cole. In
we
the
all
beginning.
Liked him.
And so now for him to be this person, it just makes me hate him so much more.
It hurts worse.
It hurts worse.
We used to like this mofo.
Yes.
But when he
like,
came,
that just makes him.
I mean, when he walked into that dining room and you could just see in his face, he was going to start some shit. And I was like,
start some shit.
And poor Ser Erryk was like, I'm just trying to eat, dude. Can I fix my coat later? He like, well, you're dishonoring the gold cloaks. Do it now. And I'm thinking, who the fuck is he? And I forgot he took over as the head gold fucking cloak.
He's the head.
I'm like, how did the fuck that happen? But anyway.
Yep.
But when Ser Erryk clapped back and it's like, well, where was you at? And why does not the queen, the real queen, have a detail, but the dowager queen has the detail?
Yeah. He quickly. I wondered that myself, and that's what Aegon meant. Where was her detail?
Right.
That's
because Helena should have the detail, not the fucking Alicent. She ain't the fucking queen.
Believe me, them people who live in the castle, they know what's going on. Just nobody said it out loud.
Ain't nobody said it.
Just like they knew Rhaenyra's kids is strong, but they just wasn't saying it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
They knew strong was a daddy.
They knew.
Yeah. And at that point, it ain't no sense in lying about it.
No.
Right.
But you have to.
Yeah, they can't.
Because if she didn't, then all of her shit was going to be, I mean, at least Rhaenyra had to.
Yeah.
All her stuff would have been jacked if she didn't.
Anyway,
but I mean, she
back to Christmas.
That's why Alicent was so mad. But that really burned me up when he did that. And you could see him manipulating that man. Because he was his superior, he couldn't really do much.
No.
He's like, well, do I need to go to the king with my concerns about your loyalty? Your brother defected and went over there with her.
Real talk, if I was him, I would have just left and defected.
Yeah.
And been done with it. Because he sees what kind of regime is happening here. Bye.
True.
I'm out.
True.
He should have, like his brother.
Should have.
He should have just said, "Yeah, I'll go over there and do that." And then, just like he was in his full gear, and he was at the guards at the gate. "Excuse me, I need to see my brother right quick." And the Erryk with the E come out, and then he said, "Look, this is what they wanted me to do." Blah blah blah.
I profess my loyalty to Rhaenyra.
Yeah, and stayed there. That's what he should have done.
I don't think he believed
trust
in her though.
Yeah.
I don't think he believed her as being the true queen.
That's true. He didn't.
But he knew it was a suicide mission, though. That's the part that makes me so mad.
I know. He knew.
They both knew. He sent him knowing that he was not going to get that shit done.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course he did. He knew he wasn't coming back.
He knew it.
But I tell you what I was thinking about. I feel like, so he took it out on him because he was guilty, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like he was one of the higher up ones that could have become the Lord Commander or whatever they call him for the Gold Cloaks.
Yeah.
Because he was at that level. He had been there his whole life.
Absolutely.
And if he could be replaced by him, I felt like he was trying to also get rid of him.
I see. Okay.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Competition.
Because he should have known he wasn't going to survive that.
Yeah. Well, he did. He said that's suicide.
And he was loyal, and he was chaste and all that other stuff that Crispy isn't, right?
Isn't. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
but you make a good point because his brother had said that they were raised up in there or pledged their loyalty when they were young boys.
Yeah.
8 and 10.
Yeah.
Wow.
8 and 10. So that's all their lives.
They're twins. I don't get that part.
They weren't twins. They were brothers. They're twins in real life. That's
I thought they were
twins.
supposed to be twins.
No.
He says you were the same soul. Crispy said,
I think he meant, maybe he didn't mean he was 8 and I was 10. Maybe he meant in those years of their life.
Could
maybe
be.
He went first and then maybe he came later.
It could be.
Maybe.
Okay.
Because I thought they were also twins, but I just thought maybe
you're right because they say you're twin. Yeah, that's
twins.
right.
Yeah, because they look exactly alike. I mean,
but them
you can't
guys
tell them apart.
A lot of people thought that it was CGI. Yeah. People on social media, some of them who didn't realize that they were actually
they are in real life.
Twin
they're real
actors.
Twins.
Yeah, they're real twins. But some people
saw them together earlier.
Some people on social media thought that the fight scene was one actor and CGI.
Mm.
Oh, that fight scene was so.
Oh man,
it was good. It
was good, but it was bad. It was hard to watch.
Okay, so why did Rhaenyra? Somebody fighting? Their attention on each other. I'm out. I'm not running around hiding behind stuff.
That is all startled
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Okay, let me tell you something. This episode, I did not like it as well as the other one, of course. But that was one thing that really irritated me about Rhaenyra. I don't like how they're making her
frightened
I'm trying not to compare it to Game of Thrones, which is hard. Because even though I know it's not Game of Thrones, Daenerys, even though she wasn't a warrior, she still had some kind of strength to her.
Yes.
And she wasn't going to bow down from a fight.
Yeah, she wasn't going to cower.
Yeah.
Cower down in the fucking corner. And I'm like, I need Rhaenyra to figure out how to become more strong like that and a warrior. So instead of her cowering down, she would have picked something up and tried to help, or run out the room to get somebody else or something. But the fact that they had her just going from corner to corner to corner, I did not like that one bit. It just made me lose something for her, which I don't like because I like her, but I was like, I don't like this. I don't like how they're portraying her as this weak
This girl killed a boar, went back into her daddy's little camp, bloodied, but yet she's cowering in the corner.
She had
I didn't like that.
Her last baby by herself, squatting on the fucking floor, took the baby, did all the funeral arrangements and everything, and she's going to be cowering over in the corner.
Yeah. I would have put that church finger up and I'll see myself out. Walk around over here.
BRB.
They were on this side of the room. I would have been.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I just don't
she
get
did
it.
try to get out at one point, but he locked the door.
Now
Well, where did the other dude come from? He came from a different door. Like
from
she
the
went
main
to the
door.
other door.
You're right.
Yeah. Now I was going to ask you, like, all of a sudden Erryk showed up quick. Do you think that was because of Mysteria?
Yes. She went and told.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like she told.
She told.
Because she noticed him coming up the hill.
Because she was going to pay back Rhaenyra for letting her actually go free.
Yeah.
For actually honoring Daemon's little transaction with her.
I thought they were going to have her killed. I thought she was going to go back and be like, hey, who are you? She's smart. I'll give it to her. She's smart. I thought she was just going to be like, hey, this ain't the right guy. And he was going to kill her.
Right.
And I was like, you got to die, sis. But okay.
Right.
She's sure.
You know
she's
what,
clever.
though?
Very clever.
Yeah, I didn't think that because she is so clever, because she, like she said, she's been whipped and beaten stuff. She said I had to sell my body like a whore and stuff. And then I realized information is more lucrative and blah, blah. And I've always had to scrape and scrape.
Yeah, very
so
clever.
So she
and
knows.
Smart.
Yeah, she's very clever and smart. So she's going to still be around somewhere. Yeah. And I bet you she's going to try to get some kind of revenge on Otto. Because he burnt up her house. He burnt up her whole place.
He tried to take her out.
Right. After agreeing to pay her and stuff, for finding Aegon. So she mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was shady.
Yeah.
It's going to take her a while to build her shit back up, though.
But you know what? Yeah. She still know people in King's Landing, though. Yeah. I would not put it past her that she going to do something.
That's dealing with
right. Well, I was going to say, and especially when she hears that he went back to Old Town. See, Otto left.
I don't think she cares now, but
I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll see.
That scene with her and Rhaenyra was great too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the whole time Rhaenyra is just like hawking her. She's just walking around her, staring, looking at her. I thought it was good. I thought it was really good.
Well, because she was, to me, that scene when she was doing that, she was remembering in her mind, oh, yeah, you the one standing out there. Damon said we were getting married and you were pregnant.
Yeah. You remember me now, she said.
Yeah. So that's why I thought, that's what I thought Rhaenyra was trying to remember as she was just kept looking at her and walking around her and stuff. See, so yeah, she remembered that. And I think Rhaenyra, though, she got to thinking, because that, what's her name, Mysteria, she told her truth. She said, look, I've been used by all these people. I ain't got no allegiance to none of them, but I can't help you out because I can't tell you anything different. I'm not there anymore, so.
Yeah.
And the way she was talking about how she was treated by Daemon and Otto totally mirrored how Rhaenyra is feeling. Yes. And that was the important, like, she's couldn't, no matter what she did, they always saw her as just like a whore, or they just used her for their own self. Yeah. And that's exactly what's happening now with Rhaenyra. Yeah. So they kind of had this commonality to them. Yeah. Which is important. Yeah. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. And I think that's why she she honored that deal and said, you have your freedom. So
she's like, I have no grief against you. I'm just trying to stay alive and have a life.
I have a feeling that she ran and those guard guys that standing outside the whole door.
Yeah.
That let Erryk in. Yeah. She probably ran up and said, look, that's the imposter. Yeah, that's the brother. That's the imposter. He just come off the boat,
I will say that real quick before, when she asked her where she got that scar from, she just looked at her. I was like, okay, now that must be a story.
Yeah. Do we know that story? Okay. I wondered about that.
Oh, did she have that? Yeah.
Well, she just
Yeah.
looked at her, so she didn't answer, and then
she
Rhaenyra
left.
just dismissed her. So I'm wondering there must be a story to that we might see later.
Mm-hmm.
So Daemon didn't give her that scar?
We don't know yet, I guess.
I don't think so.
Nothing I can remember.
Hmm.
I feel like as soon as the whole pregnancy story was out, he left. He just dropped her.
Yeah. Well, he
That's how I
did.
feel.
She couldn't do anything more for him.
Exactly. And she left because she was mad because she didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
Remember?
And so Daemon, I mean, just like Otto just uses people for whatever.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know. And Daemon, quite as is kept, he knew those two dudes weren't going to survive that assassination attempt.
Absolutely. He knew that they were going to get
that.
caught.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Didn't care.
Of course not.
Yep.
But of course, I don't think he knew that they would be killing up everybody. You know,
he don't care because
he doesn't care
Daemon
anyway. That's
doesn't care about that either.
No, his mission was accomplished. He caused all that mayhem and made her look bad and
which is evidenced by how he was looking when they were talking about it. He was just like,
Damn,
Damn, he
Daemon.
tried to act like it was a mistake, but he told them a son for a son. He knew what they would do.
Yeah,
he knew.
You know.
Y'all figure it out if you can't find Aemond.
Yeah. Y'all just pick somebody.
Yep,
Well, he said a son
for a son. Somebody's son's got to go.
So,
yeah.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Now, in the end, was it Erryk that killed Erryk?
Yes,
and
Erryk with the E killed Erryk with an A.
Okay, and then killed himself. Yeah,
and then killed himself.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't 100% because they kept.
Yeah, that was the honorable thing for him because he killed his brother.
He killed his brother.
Yeah. And you could never really tell. Was that him? Was it the other guy?
No, it was him.
I know, and I feel like if he didn't do that, they would have been like, okay, which one?
They'd be side-eyeing him for sure.
They would be side-eyeing him.
But he did it though because of his honor. He was honor bound.
I think
to
so.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, to him. You know, we don't understand it, but to him because
I passed him twice and I let him get through all this way.
Yeah.
And here he is trying to kill the queen.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And then of course his grief for killing his brother too.
His grief for killing his brother. Yeah.
But that was a sad scene.
I know.
I mean,
I didn't cry, but it definitely gutted me because I was just like,
I
know.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes. I didn't see that. I was like, no.
No.
Yeah.
We did get to see Sir Lawrence though come back. Weren't we just talking about him last episode? Or is that a different guy?
A different guy.
Okay.
I don't think it was
Harold.
Graham.
Harold was the other guy.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, because she had just told Sir Lawrence to go. Didn't she? Or we saw him earlier in a scene and he left. No, he was at the door and Ser Erryk told him, "Oh, I'm taking watch."
Oh, that was him. Okay.
Restless.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He came back, but that was a mess. That was a mess.
That was a mess.
So then, of course, that's going to
awful.
keep the shit going.
Yeah.
For tat, tit for tat.
right.
So
But that was really, really bad. That was really, really bad. But yeah, I expect for her to be hardcore now because that was directed straight at her.
At her, right?
At her.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know.
And they have no one to ask who put you up to it. Like he's dead.
Right.
They can't even say, did Alicent send you? Did Aegon send you? Did Cole send you?
They're just going to automatically assume that Aegon and Alicent did that.
Yeah.
At least this time, though, Aegon knew that it was going to happen and he was all for it rather than her just not knowing anything.
Exactly.
Right. Next, you know.
So he did sanction that shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're right. So that was
along
so
with
sad.
Cole's old crusty, rusty ass. He needs to get got.
Yeah.
He needs to get got.
And now is he the
bad.
hand to the king? Is that going to stick?
think it is.
Hopefully not.
I don't think it is. I think because he's like the head gold cloak guy. I don't think he can be both. No. But Laris is going to be the hand.
I think so.
Yeah. I think that's what
because that's what he was angling for anyway. So yeah.
Okay.
Because
I will say, I don't like Otto, but I will say this: I did like. When he told him to, well, first of all, he was talking mucho shit. So what he think that Aegon was going to let him leave as still the hand?
I know.
And he said, take it off. And he just went and threw it at his feet.
He was calling him trifling.
I love it. He said, he called him a fool. You a fool.
Yep.
Both of y'all is a fool. When he said, well, Sir Crispin did this, he did. Then both of y'all is a fool.
God help us. Like we are doomed.
And Aegon was like, my father wanted me to be king. And Otto just laughed. And that was the last straw. Give me that pin.
That was so good. Oh, that was so good. I thought, oh my God.
Yeah,
and Otto was like, he laughed.
He just laughed.
So you think.
But I liked it when he first come in the room and he come in there fussing and Sir Crispy gonna talk about, you watch how you talk to her, your king, because I talk to him any way I want because that's my grandson.
And my grandson is a fool.
When Crispy said that, I was like, no, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Jump back. Like, he done got too big for his fucking britches all the way around.
But think about it. He's feeling damn motherfucking cocky about now.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, way too big for his britches. All the way fucking around.
First of all, we see him talking strategy with Aemond. Then he's fucking the queen. And now he keeps
getting promoted
strategizing with Aegon. So yeah, he's feeling real cocky.
Yeah.
Now he's got the fucking hand pin.
Yeah.
And I think that's exactly why when Alicent goes back to her room, he's standing there like,
she's smacking him for her daddy. That's what that shit is. But then she still want to go fuck the fool.
Yeah.
Why do they keep putting in scenes with them too? We don't want to see that.
No, we don't want to see any of that.
It's not sexy. It's not cute.
No,
it's not sexy at all.
No, it isn't.
We don't like them.
No.
We don't want to see them getting busy.
Well, first of all, I'm tired of this shit. I want to see some dragons firing up some shit.
Yeah.
I want to see some people, firing up.
Battles. We want to see some battles.
Next time somebody come along that whole walkway to Dragonstone, send out your dragon and fire up the whole sidewalk.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right, instead of talking.
Instead of letting them go back to King's Landing.
We're doing too much fucking talking.
Yes.
At this point.
Yeah, too much. Too much talking.
We don't need to talk. Y'all don't need to come over. Unless we ask you to come over, you're getting burnt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Burn them up.
As soon as you hit the shore, burnt.
Burnt.
Dracarys. That's it.
Dracarys.
Oh man.
Oh man.
How about
this episode got me pissed.
Side bits that happened? Like
which one?
Aemond in the hoe house. With his skinny ass all curled up.
That was a
Did you see the memes?
No.
That little golem looking thing.
You know what? The memes are rough.
It was Voldemort from Harry Potter when he came back as like a little baby or whatever. And like, this is Aemond. I'm just like, oh.
I mean, the memes are mad. Oh, they rough. They rough.
The memes are
and people are asking, well, why is this motherfucker so skinny?
Yeah.
I mean, he looks unwell. He's that thin to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super.
I think all the outfits make him look bigger than he really is.
Oh,
yeah.
He didn't look like he was that frail.
No. Yeah.
But the thing that
Hollywood.
right. The thing I like about that scene is That's the same. Yeah, that's the same woman who, when Crispy was with Aemon and they was questioning where's Aegon and stuff, and she talking about, and she just kept giving him the side eye. Remember? And she said, "Oh, you've grown up." And I thought to myself, that he must be a frequent flyer or something, because hey, she
definitely.
Of course.
Yes.
But what I liked about that scene is you could see her thinking like, okay, let me make this comment real quick.
Yes.
To put this in his fucking brain, because he basically admitted to her that he killed, well, everybody knows anyway, but he killed Luke.
Because he got mad.
He feels bad about it because he was upset, but he didn't mean
that
to.
business with Luke. He felt bad about.
And I loved it when she was she was rubbing him at first, and she went, like shit. Now I know. She's like, well, yes, sir, but as you know, when princes get angry, it's usually other people that reap the consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like in other words, mind your shit. People like me gonna get it.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Like all them rat catchers that got it this episode.
All them rat catchers.
Yeah.
It's the common folk that get the issue, that get the repercussions for it.
And then, like, what about other people in the castle who just got herded down in the middle of the night?
Yes. What happened with them?
Killed up.
Even before, when Larys rounded up all the other housekeeping staff,
he killed them all
and got rid of them because they were supposedly spies.
Yep.
Not all the people were not spying on her. He wanted his people to spy on her.
Exactly. But did you also? Go ahead.
Sorry. I wanted to see if they were going to also say where eyebrows went.
Oh Lord!
Yeah, we haven't seen her.
Yes, we didn't see her this episode.
No, we didn't. I was looking for her.
Well, but we didn't see any of the house people because, when we saw Alicent, the bath was already done.
No, there was a
lady
girl
walked
in there.
out. Yeah,
there was a girl in there doing the water.
But her back was, she turned her back and went on out. So,
but with normally there's a ton of different people all the time.
Yeah,
but obviously. Right, and I bet you they got rid of some of the housekeepers too.
Okay, but the thing I found the most interesting about Aemon is when he was whining to her that they used to tease him.
Yeah.
That
well, that's the thing. I also like
all the time.
It sucks for him because he was being teased because he wasn't able to get a drag at first. He wasn't able to get a dragon or nothing. And like losing his eye is what made him like, I'm going, whatever. So I get it. You're mad because but the thing is, y'all also tease those boys. Like,
exactly.
And to be fair, it was your brother who led the charge of teasing you, not those boys. Like he's the one.
But he's not going to admit that. It's just like Crispy can't never admit his part. He's never going to admit that.
Yeah.
And because it was really surprising to me that he was even saying it to the hoe lady, to the head hoe.
Right.
I didn't mean to kill Lucerys. I was angry.
Yeah.
Because they used to tease me all the time. And I thought, and he done it.
I'm sure she was surprised too. Like, I don't need to know this because I don't need to be killed for you telling me some bullshit you didn't want to tell nobody.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Was there another scene, Sister A?
Yes. How about seeing that guy Hugh, who was like the iron worker or something? We saw his family. His child is sick. They're having a hard time getting food, and
they still ain't been paid.
Still haven't been paid. Yeah.
And they not gonna be. He's grieving. He ain't gonna think about paying nobody no money right now.
Yeah.
Then we also meet Alan of Hull's brother, Adam.
Yeah.
And he wants his brother to become more involved with Corlys. And
see, something's not right there, though.
Yeah, something's not right.
Something's.
Alan doesn't want to do it because he knows what's been going on.
Something shady though with that.
So
dynamic.
I think I have a spoiler, but I don't want to ruin it for people. But I think I have a spoiler while that guy keeps coming up.
Okay, go
It's
ahead.
a small.
Wait a minute,
spoiler,
Jay. Do we want to know it?
Yeah, I do.
Well, I don't know for sure, but I did hear, because it's been I didn't finish Blood and Fire, so I don't know the whole thing.
Well, they may
But
not
that
be following
guy,
the whole thing either.
just I'm gonna just throw it out there. That guy, the reason why there's a focus on him is because he's a certain bastard.
Oh.
You mean which one, Adam or Arlen?
Alan.
The one that
Adam.
saved the sneak
That saved
snack.
him?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's Alan. Okay.
Oh, is he the sneak snakes?
I'm not
Bastard.
saying. I'm just saying.
Oh,
just
you
well,
keep
can't
it in your
tease him
mind.
like that.
He
There's a
chocolate like the
reason.
sea snake. He chocolate like the sea
Mhm.
snake. So, you know.
Wow.
Oh, so maybe that's
And-
why he's salty and he knows it.
And there was also
That'd be great.
a thing where they think the reason why he has no hair is because he's hiding the fact.
Oh, because he'd have like
because he's hiding the
Targaryen.
white hair.
He would have the white hair.
Oh, this is good.
Oh, that's good.
So I don't know if that's like true. I don't know if that's
I wonder-
That'd be great.
I wonder why the brother wouldn't have. Well, I guess because the brother's a different dad.
I don't think he's his full brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I don't think he is.
Oh, wow.
That would be a really good twist.
Yes.
So I'm like, ooh, if that's true,
Oh, if that's true, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
because
okay.
you know,
Except
That
Rhaenys is gonna be hot.
Oh.
but not only that, you talking about it's not blood, it's name that matter, and you got blood right here,
Uh-huh.
and you giving your legacy to people who you know ain't your blood.
Yeah. Oh, that'll open up a whole new can of worms.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm like,
Well,
I
but
hope this is
you know
true.
what? I mean, the sea snake, he be gone out to sea for a long, long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Each time he be gone out. So
Yeah. And that was another scene with him and Rhaenys in
Yep.
bed.
In the bed.
yeah.
In the bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Still getting it. Because he's so like, with a cane and stuff and flying around and patrolling.
Uh-huh.
So,
He probably is healed by now. He might be healed up.
Just because you need a cane doesn't affect all y'all.
Yeah. All the
Right?
parts.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, that's good.
funny.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah, I
only
forgot about
last
this.
thing I was going to mention was when Otto was saying he was going to go to Old Town,
Mm-hmm.
he mentioned that Alicent has another son there.
yes, Darius.
Yeah, the little one.
Aaron.
The little one.
Who's this kid? Where did he come from? He's the youngest, I
s-
guess.
I swear
Oh,
she
I
had.
thought she had 3 kids. I didn't know she had another one,
I thought she had.
but I
4.
did look it up.
I think she was pregnant.
Okay.
Wasn't she pregnant when Viserys was falling like apart and about to die? Wasn't she pregnant?
She must have
Like
been.
way. Because what are we talking about? How is it possible that he is
Right.
still producing or
Well,
something like that?
So
I
that
wanna
surprised
know-
me
Well,
that she's got a
that-
4th son.
Yeah, but that surprised me because my first thought was, well, why isn't he living there with her like the rest of the kids
Right.
were?
Right. He's the
Well,
youngest. Why isn't he
yeah.
there?
Why isn't he there? What's
Yeah.
he doing
I
in
think
Old
he's
Town?
at the
Yeah.
Maester thing.
Oh.
Oh,
I think that's-
maybe
okay.
he's
that might
studying
be
to be
why,
a
'cause-
maester.
Okay.
I think that's where
Okay.
the
He's in Maester School.
Citadel is.
Yeah. Okay.
You know
Okay.
what? I don't remember now that you say that. I thought she had another child, but then I was like, but who was the kid? Because we've only ever seen these
The 3 of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Except
that
when they
was
were
interesting.
babies.
So
Yeah, they all kind of look the same.
Well,
'cause
now
they're all
that
blondish.
Jason is so grown, then how old is that little Joffrey one then? He was the last
He looked
one.
like he was about 6 or 7 when he was at the
Okay.
funeral.
Okay. About 6 or
5
7.
or 6 maybe.
Okay. Yeah, because he was picking him up and holding him. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm. And then she's got all her little blonde kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got her with
Aegon
Daemon.
and Viserys.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're little. They're pretty little.
They're
Yeah.
little
Still.
still.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. They're real young.
That's a lot of damn kids. I know that much.
A lot of people to keep track of in this show.
But you
It's
know
a
what?
lot of kids.
In their society, that was a woman's purpose. Pushing out them kids.
I would be like Arya. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Or Mysteria, where she said, I told myself long ago, ain't nobody gonna threaten me with childbirth.
But I mean, that was their purpose.
I'd be drinking tea every day. I'd be like, get my tea every day. Don't tell him, but get my tea.
I met somebody today that has 10 kids.
Oh,
and when I say she looked like she done been rolled over with a steamroller, I'm like, no,
were there twins in there?
No twins. Matter of fact, she's a twin. She did not have a twin, but her older kids have had twins.
Wow.
But she had every one of those freaking children. And I said, girl,
there ain't no way.
Man.
Wow.
Ain't no way.
It looked like they sucked the life out of her.
Yeah.
Literally.
Sucked. Yeah, because your body, like all of your, I think that's too hard on the body. I think
it
it's too
is.
hard on the body.
Yeah.
And I bet there's stair steps too.
Like back to back to back to back.
Yeah.
I mean, they did
like
that back in the day. My grandma had 8. My husband's grandma had 12, but that was back then.
Yeah.
For her to have 10 kids now, what?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to back away from me.
Right.
Okay.
How do you support 10 kids these days?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
I don't either.
Yeah.
You couldn't go to work. She probably couldn't work.
No.
Nah.
No.
That's a lot of daycare to pay.
Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't.
Yeah, you couldn't. I mean, not even if you got 3 or 4. It's cheaper to stay home.
Yeah. Because daycare is expensive.
Very.
But then you got to buy school. Can you imagine school supplies for all them people?
Nope.
Clothes.
A lot of hand-me-downs. After a while.
Feeding all that.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
The food would get
kids. Especially when they got older.
You're going to have all them kids hitting teenage years at the same time.
Dear, oh dear.
I couldn't.
So you're going to have a house full of teenagers and tweens at the same time.
No, ma'am.
Because them tweens, hey, them tweens will kill you.
I need every one of y'all to go get a job. Everybody.
Right.
You 5
out of the house.
Job.
Yep. Y'all got to go.
Off you go.
I barely could handle one. One almost threw me for a loop. I couldn't imagine 10.
He said one.
I mean, for real.
And now that's a good question too with House of the Dragon, because now that Helena has lost one of hers, is she gonna have another?
I feel like she's.
Still young.
She's supposed to have more kids than just this one.
Well, she had 3. She had the twins and then one more.
She has 3. Okay.
She has 3. So now she got 2.
2.
So she got 2 girls now, because she had twins and then another baby girl.
I think it's a boy.
You think?
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Baylor, I think is his name.
Oh,
yeah.
No, I thought Baylor
was the second.
Maylor.
Oh, Maylor.
No,
I need a family damn tree at this point.
Yeah.
I need a tree.
You know what it's going to look like? It's going to be like, it ain't going to be a tree, girl. It's going to be a knot of yarn is what it's going to be.
Yes. It's going to be just all woven together.
Yeah.
I just need
like
to
that,
see
like
all
that
the
dragon right here.
Yeah.
Loop-de-looping upon itself.
Loop-de-loop.
Yes.
Loop-de-loop. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Well, this episode was a mess. I did not enjoy it as much just because of all the hate I had for a couple of characters.
Yeah.
But it was still a good episode.
Still good.
Yeah, it was still a good episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all, we did have some feedback.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we have one that's from last week. It is from, who is this from? Maria.
Hey, Maria.
Hey, Maria. Excuse me. Dear Sistahs and Nation, I hope you are well, and I'm so excited for this new season and your commentary. I was so pumped that I made another poem Here it goes.
Ooh, okay.
This is my second time writing in, straight from my hometown, which is Berlin. As long as a long-time listener for many an hour, can't get enough of you speaking truth to power. I've laughed out loud through all those years, quite often to the point of tears. Now let's get to the recap. Who got, or who's dead, because I know what's what and I don't want to get read. 'Tis the season now, once again, the dance of dragons just began. An eye for a dragon, next a sun for a sun. The war of black versus green, it just has begun. Back at the wall with Ice and the Starks, we heard some interesting remarks. Losing father, then son, made us feel for Rhaenyra. The only 4 words she spoke could not have been clearer. Daemon, the shithead, he thought he was clever, tried commanding Rhaenys, but she said never. Excuse me. Queen Alicent and Sir Cole are truly astounding. First judging Rhaenyra, now we all see them pounding. This is great. Larys the foot creep, slowly weaving his web, trapping Alicent, now Aegon step by step.
Yep.
Aegon magnanimous was surprisingly kind. Now let's hope for the realm that he won't change his mind. Daemon sent blood and cheese to get Aemond. The preceding horror was truly beyond. Helena saw the rats coming but could not save her son because the king's guard on duty was banging her mom.
Oh.
So sorry. She says, so I hope this wasn't too long as, and I can't wait to hear your reactions. Thank you, sisters. Maria. Thank you, Maria.
That was
very
clever.
good. Wow.
Very clever.
Very good.
Very good.
Oh, that's so good.
That's great. Mm-hmm.
Love it.
That's
That's
good.
a lot of rhyming. That is a
That
lot.
is a lot of
That
rhyming.
is.
With
And
some
you got to think about it.
difficult
Yeah.
words.
Right?
Yes.
All those names.
Names, yeah.
Thank you, Maria. Okay, our next feedback is from Gage. Hey, Gage. Hi, sisters. It's Gage from Philly. What an episode. I don't like Aegon at all, but I feel for him in these moments.
Yeah.
Otto and that council were planning on usurping Rhaenyra and installing Aegon well before we and Alicent even found out about it. And yet they didn't think to start prepping him in secret as a child.
I know.
Yes, Gage.
Mhm.
You know what,
Right, it's
Gage?
why- I know.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, because how does he not know how to do shit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They didn't give him any extra lessons on duty and kingly things. No workbooks. No take-home tests.
Oh.
Obviously, he's going to be doing impulsive mess, like killing up rat catchers. They didn't prep him for this duty. And they have the nerve to know he's impulsive and not be watching his ass, just leaving him with Crispy all day to get up to mess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's a good,
That is so
a good point.
true.
Yeah.
So
Nothing's
Because
going to
at
happen there.
At least Rhaenyra was a cupbearer, so she got to hear all
Right.
that stuff and watch
Right.
the protocol and
Yes.
everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I was gonna bring up. That
Oh.
Rhaenyra got some kind of something.
Training.
She heard at
Yeah.
least something.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Also, Alicent needed to be asking Larys some hard questions since the day after he told her he'd cleared out the untrustworthy people in the castle, a rat catcher and a gold cloak were caught murdering her grandchild in his bed. Larys, your creepy ass missed a few.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's a
wow.
good point. That's a good
Yeah.
point. And we didn't see her question his ass at all.
No.
At all. We actually only saw him once.
Just
Yeah.
once. Yes.
But that's a good point,
Mhm.
though.
Mhm.
That's a good point.
That's true, Gage.
Oh, that's a good
Mhm.
point.
That's a good point.
That's all Gage had. No goodbye.
All
nothing.
right.
Gage.
Well,
Just leaving us hanging.
well, thank you, Gage. That was
Thank you,
point.
Gage.
Yeah.
That's a
Yes.
good point.
Thank you.
No goodbye. Kiss my ass. Nothing.
They're out.
Oh my gosh.
Dropping the mic.
Thank you, Gage. Oh, that's a good point, though. Like,
Yeah,
that's good, right?
And didn't we kind of say that did we say something about that last week? Like, there was nobody, like all them people he replaced in the castle.
Nobody.
Nobody was around. So was
you
he
know what?
knowing?
That do look awful suspicious, though, don't it? That dude.
Okay, we're gonna have to peep this out next time. If we see him, we're gonna have to keep watch. We're gonna have to keep watch. Thank you, Gage. Okay, our next email is from Unekwu. Hey,
Unekwu. How you been?
Hey, sisters. What an episode. I'll be honest, I was expecting more from the first episode, but in hindsight, I see how it set up the events to follow this season. Let me start off by stating I cannot stand that bitter ran through trifling ass bitch made simp ass clown and professional jump off Cole.
Thank you.
Wait a minute.
Professional
We knew who you was
jump
talking
off.
about.
Yes.
We knew who you meant.
Yes.
As soon as she said trifling bitter, I knew.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Bitter
Who's that?
ran through trifling ass bitch made simp ass clown and professional jump off Cole.
Professional jump off. That's it.
I know he didn't just try and question the fidelity and watch of Erryk while he was abed with Alicent.
Exactly.
His stupid ass doesn't think and didn't expect Erryk to say he was with the king. Because he didn't know where the fuck he was because he was so busy abed.
Abed.
But like a tried and true coward, he deflects when the "and where were you" angle doesn't work. He really used Erryk as a scapegoat for his failings. The sibling fight scene was incredibly hard to watch. I had a feeling neither of them would make it, but I didn't expect it to end with Erryk falling on his sword.
I know.
In the council room scene, did anyone else get a sense of mocking quiet from Daemon? I think Daemon will,
Yep.
Like, he was just sitting there like, I did it, but I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
She says, I think Daemon will kill Rhaenyra at some point in the series. Not a spoiler, by the way. I've never read the books. He is only on her side to the extent that it will bring him closer to the throne.
That's what she told him.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, I predict Aemon will kill Aegon. Ooh.
Whoa.
Otto has lost control and is too old to bring Aegon to heel. If Otto lives long enough, he will deputize Aemon against the king. Ooh.
I don't know, though, if Aemon would do that. Because that's his brother.
Aemon would do that either.
Yeah, because that's his brother.
Even though he teased him a lot when he was younger, we don't really see them together a lot, but when we do, it's like they're not fighting with each other or anything.
No. And like when he came up into the council and his mama was the one to say, "What are you doing here? You're not a member of the council." He said, "Oh, the king asked for my presence." And he just blew her off and then went on. So I don't think Aemon would kill his brother. I really don't.
I know. I think he'd kill his mama before his brother.
I think he'd kill his mama.
In the first season, though, didn't Aemon feel like he would be a better king? Didn't he say something like he would?
Yes.
He felt like he would be a better king, though.
And they had that conversation where they was in the brothel or almost in the town, and Aemon was the one that told Aegon, "Well, but you'll have to marry Helena." And so he said, "That's my sister." He said, but that's your duty." So Aemon understands all the protocol and duty and stuff.
That was when they were kids. That was when they were kids still, when they said that. I don't
think he'd kill his brother.
But Aemon did say at that moment when Aegon said, "No, I'm not doing that." Aemon did say, "Well, I would.
I would do it." Yeah,
I would do it. But that was about
maybe that's what I was thinking
sister.
about.
Yeah, I don't remember him saying he would be a better king.
Okay, that's probably what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because like Aemon was trying to tell him, but that's your duty. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what the king's supposed to do. And you're a Targaryen. So, yeah, I remember that scene.
I won't go into it, but let's just say I was truly disgusted by the final scene.
Yeah.
Now that Cole has his absolution from sin, do you think he will ask Alicent for her hand? Marrying her will further the social ascension he desperately seeks. Oh, so much more to say, but let me not get long ass. Sorry, Sister J. Uneku. Thank you, Uneku.
Thank you, Neku.
But he can't marry her.
I don't think so.
Because as the King's Guard, they have to stay
married.
Yeah, they can't.
But they're supposed to be chaste,
right? Or
they're supposed to be, but he ain't. So,
but that was his argument about wanting to marry Rhaenyra. He said, if we run off, he said, I thought if we got married, maybe it would absolve me from my vows.
But no, he's not going to do that, and she certainly is not going to do that.
But he also wanted to run away with her. He wasn't going to stay.
He wasn't going to remain.
I don't think they're allowed to. Yeah, because they make a vow to not have any children.
Yeah,
they make a vow to do. That's why it was such a big deal with Jaime and Cersei.
Yeah,
other than them being brother and sister. But yeah, that was like why it was such a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
But they were doing the same thing Rhaenyra was. They're playing it off like they were Robert's kids.
Exactly, but
them damn.
And all them kids was blonde and Robert
Baratheon got black hair. It's the same thing. I mean, it's the same thing, only backwards. In reverse.
But yeah, you're right. You're right. He was
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. But even like, remember the Night's Watch? They were supposed to take a vow too.
Yes.
But they would sneak off to that town next town.
Yeah.
And I remember when they went, and John was like, "I'm not doing that." I took, like, he was really holding on to his vows.
Yeah.
But even John, he went against it when he slept with his fucking auntie.
Yeah. And what's her face? Redhead.
Yeah.
Oh, Ygritte.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
Before his he did it before.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everybody, the vows don't mean shit.
No, it's just protocol.
So why even have the vow? Just let them go close with the wives or whatever.
Yeah.
But she would. But it don't even matter what Crispy wants. She wouldn't do it anyway.
I don't think she would either.
She wouldn't.
No.
But this would be so. Ooh, it'd be a great storyline is if he asked her and she's like, no. So he'd have 2 rejections.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Nobody wants.
And what he would do.
Yeah. Yeah. Is she a B? Is she a C?
Yeah. Is she a C word now?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now, who we gonna tell that? Her sons? Hey, they'll be head.
Right.
Yeah. And they might do that when they find out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. Thank you, Neku. That was great.
Thank you.
Okay, our next feedback is from Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi, sisters. Hope you are all keeping amazing. It's Sarah from the UK with my feedback, and she sent a lovely voicemail.
Okay.
Hey, sisters. This is Sarah from the UK, leaving me feedback from Season 2, Episode 2 of House of the Dragon. Gotta love some Hightower beatdown. See you laters, alligators. You were crap. And honestly, the character was just dull and a little bit weird. So I am glad to see the back of Otto, if that does come off. Crispy with his rise to power. Nah, I just want to see him getting beat down.
Yes.
Just because Rhaenyra chose Daemon over him for children, marriage, whatever else. He just needs to get over it, get on with living his life. This is going to be an absolute disaster. Yeah. One thing that I thought might be interesting for you, I was listening to your first episode of your podcast, which was amazing, by the way. You were talking about Helena. Now, Helena, she's a little bit on the offside, but right now, and I have read the books, I should add, she is a dragon dreamer. So there have been many prophecies across the time of the Targaryens, which have worked out very well for them heeding those prophecies. But I just thought we'd recap. So first of all, she predicted Aemon losing his eye.
Yeah.
Secondly, she was just chilling, looking at a spider and predicted green versus black.
Yep.
Third, she started chatting on about the B-list below the boards.
Yep.
Rhaenyr's boss move,
Yep.
regaining her dragon and just crashing out. Amazing. And also, she kept going on about being afraid of rats.
Yep.
Well, we see where the rat catchers got them. Anyway, can't wait to see where this season goes. Thank you for an amazing podcast, and I'll speak to you all soon. Sarah out.
Oh,
All right. Thank you so much.
We love your accent.
Love the accent. Thanks for the voicemail.
Yes.
Love it. And she's a dragon dreamer. She called her.
Dreamer.
Yes.
Okay. I have to remember that phrase. Yeah. But that's exactly what she is, though. Yeah.
Yep.
And they just
They
not
need to
picking up
listen
on
to
it.
her.
Right.
They're not listening.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
not
they
That's
not
the
listening.
reason why the first Aegon and his sisters even came here to
Yeah.
Westeros is because
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That was good.
Very
It was
good.
very
Sarah.
good.
Thank you, Sarah.
Okay, our next feedback is from Nursey Poo 2K2.
Hey!
Hey, Monty.
Long time.
Her subject line says, "In my feelings." See
Uh-oh.
attached video.
Uh-oh.
Hi, sisters. I'm in my feelings about something and wish I was sending this email in time for an Am I the Asshole session.
Uh-oh.
Why come Kev on stage? He's that he's a comedian now, but I think he started out as a social media person. Anyway, Kev on stage was humming the Game of Thrones theme song in his latest video vlog about House of the Dragon season 2. And she attached the video. I've never heard anyone except my beloved sisters hum the Game of Thrones theme song for the video intro. I was like, oh no, he didn't, with a neck roll, and I sucked my teeth. Just sharing. Love you all, sisters. Hashtag being petty. Hashtag sisters did it first. Nursey Poo, aka Montine.
Thank you, Monty.
I know that's right.
Oh, you know what? Now, do we need to send a cease and desist letter or something?
No, because we don't own the music. Let me see if I can play this video. Oh.
Oh, you don't even sound good like us.
That sounds good.
No,
That's not
Not
as
as
good
good as you
our
guys.
family
it
reunion.
ain't like us.
No.
Ours
It's not like
is
our
not
family.
only good, but it's funny.
Yes.
And it's the whole family reunion.
It's the
Yes.
whole family reunion.
had
It ain't
all
just
of
one
our
person.
Right.
family with us.
Mhm.
Although we used to do it before that one, just me and you.
Cracking
And it
yourselves up.
that was funny.
That was funny.
myself.
She did not want to do it, y'all.
No.
I did not want to do that.
But I love the
Speaking
way we
of-
have all of the
Oh.
nation. I love it.
When is the next one?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
That is a good
We-
question, Dena.
That's a very good question. We have not thought it. We have not talked
We
about
haven't
that yet.
decided.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. We need to do that because every once in a while, or we were just talking about it, but then we never followed up and said, okay,
Yeah.
let's decide.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then things
So.
happen. So
Yeah.
And now it's June.
yeah,
Right.
I'm like, how did
Almost
this-
July.
and 2 days is July.
I know.
You're right.
Okay.
July and
July 4th a holiday is next week.
Yes.
Crazy.
That went quick.
So fast.
quick.
quick.
Yeah, the year has gotten away from us. So
Yeah.
if we did anything, it's going to have to be fall. I would
Yeah.
think, at the earliest, right?
Stay tuned.
We'll noodle on that.
We know.
Let's make a
We'll
note.
let you know.
Let's make a note. We will go back
Making
to
a
that
note.
conversation.
Thanks for bringing that up, Dena. Putting us on the spot.
Thanks, Dena.
I'm just sad I had to miss Boston, so I'm like, oh,
I know.
I know. I know.
Soon.
Thank you, Montine. We will
Thank
keep
you,
an eye on that.
Montine.
Although,
yes.
I mean, we can't be mad. I'm sure we weren't the first ones to think of it, but ours is really epic.
Ours is
would-
good.
It's real good. Yeah.
But we thank you for having our back, Mountain.
Yes.
She said with a neck roll and a sucking of the teeth. Okay, our next feedback is from Lynn. Hey, Lynn.
Lynn.
And her subject line is Hot D, season 2, episode 2, aka La, don't let that baby's head fall off during the funeral procession.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was saying. Hello to the lovely sisters in the Sistah Speak Nation. For me, the main takeaway from this episode is how truly dysfunctional the High Towers are. Otto got a big boop for losing the roll of the hand, and I have no idea what he will do since that man only cares about his own power and seems to view everyone else as a pawn in his game. Meanwhile, none of the children seem to listen to or respect Alicent, and Alicent puts duty before humanity and motherhood. Yeah. Why? Ooh, I'm glad you brought this up because I forgot to talk about this.
Yeah, we got to talk about that.
Why couldn't she go to comfort Aegon when he was crying about the death of his son?
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
You know what? Let's pause for a sec. I forgot to bring this up because when she walked in there and saw him crying his eyes out, why couldn't she? And I think it's because of how he's been raping up people left and right and shit. She can't bring herself to show him love
or to feel sympathy for him. Maybe it is.
She feels guilty because she had Crispy away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
But what a contrast.
Yeah.
What a contrast. But yet and still, Rhaenyra is supposed to be so cruel.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
And she's supposed to be so righteous. Yeah.
But even with the guilt, you couldn't have put your arms around
him or something.
Yeah.
Something.
She just walk out the room.
Yeah, it's probably more like the guilt. But I feel like she also can't really get herself to love him. Like she wasn't ever. Remember back in first season, even when they were babies, she would they'd be crying and she would be holding him and she'd be like, okay, here.
She'd hand them
She
off.
never did seem like she played with them or hugged on them or loved on. I mean, I'm sure she loves them, but still, she never did seem to like be.
That's a good point.
Mother figure, but now when he grew up and was raping everybody, I'm sure she really felt some kind of way about it.
But we never saw her like playing with the kids and stuff. But that one scene with Rhaenyra before she was going to bed, she was playing with them two little babies on the floor.
Yeah.
You know, give them little toys and stuff. So big contrast.
Big
contrast.
She probably also took it out on them that she hated that she had to be married to Leper Man.
You know what? Yeah. And push out them babies.
What she had to do to get those babies. Yeah.
Well, but that was her whole purpose. Make him an heir.
What her daddy did to her, and
yeah.
Dang.
Why did she force poor Helena to ride in that carriage and be around all of those people when it was clearly making her grief worse? Yeah. And as a side note, I know I wasn't the only one who thought the little baby's head was going to jiggle right off. Was going to jiggle right off his poor little body when they hit that rock.
I did too.
Yep,
me too.
I did too.
That's not funny, but it's funny. Ray might have other issues brewing at Dragonstone, but at least her family structure is tight, and all of the children seem to love and respect her. Yeah.
And they seem to be halfway sane. You know?
Well, because they're not all incest. I mean, only the last two, but they're not young. They're too young for us to see if there's any
how crazy issues. They might be.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
She went outside the family for them first three.
Yeah.
That's true.
Where was I? All of the children seem to love and respect her. I feel like this distinction will be important moving forward because the show is really working to highlight differences between the two groups.
Yeah.
Along the same note, I don't really know what to make of Daemon going off on his own, but I'm worried that Aemon is going to try to find him and ultimately kill him. Ooh.
He'll try.
All of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He'll try.
All of that talk about how he was honored that Daemon considered him a threat made it clear that his mind is not on this war or his brother's crown. His mind is on his own personal issues and finding his own glory. He didn't even go to the small council meeting after his nephew was murdered. He just left the castle at the time when everyone was grieving and went off on his own. Just like Daemon left Ray when everyone was grieving. Yeah. These two have more similarities than may have initially been obvious. What do y'all make of Aemond? I was so scared. He is a dangerous lone wolf, and he has that big-ass dragon that he can't control. That's the main part.
Well, but that's what everybody's fear is. You know, is because he's got that damn dragon. Who's the biggest one? And until somebody wake up a bigger one, then you know.
But the key point is he can't control him.
Right. That's true, but I also think it is a false statement as well, because I think Aemon has put false bravado into, hey, but I got the biggest dragon, because that's not the only thing that you need. See,
right?
No, him and Daemon gonna fight, but I got a feeling Daemon gonna whip that little sucker.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't think that it's not that he can't control Vhagar. I think what it was is Vhagar was feeling his emotion and his anger. And then when because Vhagar is an animal, when he got there, Vhagar was gonna seal the deal, and Aemon was like, no, I don't really feel that way. But then it was too late because Vhagar was on a mission.
Exactly.
Well, remember, Luke. What was Luke? I can't remember what Luke's dragon was called.
He started with an A.
Let me check my notes.
But he blew fire at Vhagar first. Remember when they cut across him?
Arrax.
And Luke was saying Arrax, yes. So Luke was saying no Arrax, no, and he blew the fire, and then they flew up. And then when Vhagar came through, Vhagar, I think at that point was pissed. Oh, you blew fire at me? I'm gonna show you.
That's right. That is true.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Chomp.
And
even
baby.
I know.
Viserys told Rhaenyra that you really can't control dragons. Like it's a foul. Like you don't control dragons.
No, you're right, because even with Daenerys, she was afraid of Drogon. That's true.
Because he was going and killing up kids and sheep and everything else.
Yeah.
And that's when she chained his ass up, which I didn't like that shit. I don't think she would have done that.
I didn't like that either.
That was the writing, I feel like. I don't think she would have chained him up.
No, I don't think she would have either.
All right. That was when they started going off on a whole nother tangent. But anyway, I digress. Okay, Lynn also says, also, I want to send a hey, new boo, to that new character with the locks. I didn't catch his
Adam.
I didn't catch his name, but I definitely clocked how fine he is. Until next week, Lynn from North Carolina.
Thank you, Lynn. You know what though, Lynn? When I first saw that scene, the first thing I thought was, damn, that guy got some smooth skin. His skin was so smooth, chocolate.
And he was tall,
long and lanky.
He was very tall. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he looked good.
Very tall. Oh, that's funny. She said, hey, new boo. Hey, hey boo, hi. Thank you, Lynn. Okay, our next piece of feedback is, hey, it's from Manny.
Hey, Manny.
Hey, ladies. Okay, let me just say I hated this episode, and the whole thing made my stomach turn so much so that I didn't do a rewatch. First of all, that baby being escorted through the city made me feel a type of way, but I know I'm not the only one that thought his head would detach when they got stuck in that pothole.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know Helena Green saw something when she looked up. What do y'all think it was? I don't know, but it kind of looked like ashes to me.
Oh, maybe that's what was floating in the air. Because there was something floating down.
They were throwing stuff, but it did look kind of like ashes.
It did. Now that he mentioned it,
maybe that was why she got upset, because she was like having a premonition or something.
Could be.
Of the town burning.
Burning. Okay, remember Alan, the man who Corliss is indebted to? His look wasn't skittish. Excuse me. His look wasn't skittish, but I saw him as being reluctant. He knows that every time some common born hooks up with a royal, they get screwed or their family suffers. That was basically said and shown a few times in this episode. It sure.
Yeah, that's a good point too. That's a good point too.
By the way, hey, Adam. You and Lynn, Manny.
You and Lynn.
He was too. What? And he has a heart eyes
emoji.
Smiley face for heart eyes. Was that sea smoke or was that Bela on Moondancer?
Oh,
Either
Lord.
way, Adam needs to mind his damn business. I think that was Bela.
I think
that was Bela.
So.
She was doing the patrols.
Because he doesn't ride dragons, the dad.
No.
Sea snack. He doesn't ride them.
Right, that's right.
He goes on the boat.
He's on the ships.
He's not the dragon rider type. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going to bring up Cole, but I will say this. Actor and writing are great. And it's a true testament because I was furious.
Yeah.
I cannot stand people like this, and this is why I couldn't rewatch. Also, the guy who plays Otto Hightower was fantastic. I love how he threw King V's name out there, lamenting the good old days when he spent the last when he spent the last half of that man's life positioning his family in line to take the throne away from him.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, the nerve to say, oh, the Viserys. Okay, last point. Did you notice that last episode how Daemon was busy blaming any and everybody who came across his path for not doing their job, and then his bitch ass gets a chance to do something and fucks it all the way up. Now when he gets caught out on it, he can't even own up to it. Blonde-haired, bad body, butch boy, budget bitch.
Oh, Lord. Lord, Mary.
Yeah, Fanny.
Oh, my God.
Hilarious.
It's true, though.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
It's true.
He's not wrong.
Gosh.
And I noticed this episode, Rhaenyra was blaming, or she was trying to blame Mysaria, and it wasn't working. But he also tried to blame her last time too, like, oh, why'd you give him the information?
Well,
Why did you do this?
She was blaming Mysaria because she had limited information.
Yeah.
Once she thought about it and everything, and think like Dena pointed out, how they were so similar, same things happened to her, only in a different scale or different way. Then she understood. Yeah. So, you know.
You're right, though. He did. He called everybody out, and then he had one damn job. He says, I can't. What is she going to do with him? She said out loud, I can't trust you, but she needs him and his dragon for this war. What is she going to do? What can she do? Okay, I'm done. A. Manny Michonne.
Thank you, Manny.
Okay, our next email is from Kate.
Hey, Kate.
Hey, Kate. Excuse me. Hello, sisters and family. Hope everyone is having a great week so far. I'm excited to get into this week's episode with you all. I tend to make notes while I watch, so I'll break them up into short, very short bullet points. Excuse me. A bed with yo mama. I guess this means Aegon doesn't know that Crispy and Allison are doing the devil's tango.
Nope. Don't know. You don't know.
I don't think so. Not yet. I think if he did, he'd be pissed.
He'd be pissed.
Allison, hug your child. He is not okay.
Yeah.
That part. This goth parade is not going to go well. Poor sweet Helena.
Goth parade. But yeah.
Poor Helena.
Yeah.
And even it seems like she doesn't even hug on Helena either.
No, she doesn't. Because when she went in there to tell him about the funeral and stuff, she never touched her, got really close to her or nothing.
Except when she was about to ask about, what did you see last night?
She like held her leg or something during the procession.
Yeah.
Not helpful.
Yeah. What was that?
I don't know.
She's a mess.
She's a mess.
Rhaenyra is great at soft-spoken, powerful blows. Yes. When she said she was like, you're pathetic. I thought he would squeeze her throat at that point, but I'm glad he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Because actually, what really should have happened was when he yoked her up the first time, he should have been gowned at that point.
Mm-hmm.
For real. Rhaenyra, let's see. Baela, your father is a brat. Yes. The brat does look badass, all geared up on Caraxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
He looks good.
Yep.
I can't wait for someone to kill Crispy. Hello.
I know.
Yep.
I like,
Oh, do a jig.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all going to be doing
But you know what? I bet he's going to be in there prominent in the finale. What you bet?
a while. He'll be there a while, I think.
Yeah.
She says, I like that Jace can speak freely about Harwin with Baela.
Yeah.
I don't think that was Baela, though. I think that was the other one, but I can't remember her name.
I think it was Baela, actually, because I saw it in the subtext.
Okay.
That it was her.
The same one that she sent off?
Yes.
Yeah, so she can not only dragon ride, but she can shoot a.
And I think that they are together.
Okay.
Those are the two
so they're
oldest.
already together.
I think so.
So they're betrothed.
I think
or
so.
whatever. Okay.
Well, I know they're betrothed, but they didn't get married yet, have they?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, where's the other daughter?
I don't know.
What I want.
We don't know.
Yeah.
I can't keep them straight. I can't. There's too many people, and I feel like they keep changing the wigs of the people. I can't tell. I know they keep trying to show them older, or maybe they're just growing up and we just don't know what they look like now. It's been like a year and a half, but whatever. Okay. Wow. Aemon is cut like a marble statue. He looked real skinny. Otto deserves the stroke that he's going to have thanks to the morons he's surrounded by.
Yeah, because he was in stroke territory, wasn't he? He was pissed.
Looking.
Oh, yeah.
He was so pissed. He was so pissed.
He had the nerve to be mad.
Yep.
He was mad.
Really, Allison? You're still not going to hug your child? No, she sure didn't. Not when he was sobbing away.
Nope.
That ending, ew. Another great episode that has me excited to see what's next. Looking forward to the next podcast to hear everyone's thoughts. Sending lots of love, Kate.
Thank you, Kate.
Kate.
Yeah, Allison has turned out to be a really awful character.
She needs to get got also.
Yeah.
I equally can't stand her.
And it's just like, well, to me, each scene proves exactly how true what Rhaenyra spoke when Allison was trying to cut her on the arm, when she said, yeah, now everybody see you.
Right.
She tried to be all pious. Yeah, she tried to be all righteous and pious and stuff and going down to the crypt and lighting candles and shit. She is a dirty damn dog.
Yeah.
You know?
Lighting candles and shit.
She is the dirty damn dog.
Yes. Damn.
Oh gosh.
When Sister J don't like you, you get the pox on all your houses. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your calf.
Right. Oh gosh.
I tell you.
Okay, our next email is from Nevada. Hey Nevada. Hey sisters. We're still early on in the season, and I hope that's not how each episode ends every time.
Right.
Thank you.
Right?
Let's hope not.
This is the third sex scene that we've seen between the Allison and Crispy. It's too much.
And I mean, we know what's going on. It ain't necessary.
We don't need
it. Necessary.
And it's the yada yada yada.
Right. Just show them, shut the door, and that's all we need.
Yeah.
And we've had 2 deaths, like, already.
Yeah.
Good ones. The best part of the episode for me was the choreography and the special effects during the sword fight between Ser Erryk and Ser Erryk. It was so intense. Yeah. Until next time, Nevada.
Thank you, Nevada.
Thank you, Nevada.
Yeah, that fight scene was really good.
It was good.
Really good.
And I mean, I kept thinking, don't kill. I hope they don't, none of them die, but I knew both they would have to die. They would have to. All right, our next email is from Shalita. Hey, Shalita. And her subject line is Hot D, Season 2, Episode 2, a.k.a. Poor Helena, a.k.a. Otto's expressions were priceless, a.k.a. R.I.P. Loyal Twins, a.k.a. Viserys' Lego set didn't deserve that beating, a.k.a. Who's gonna die next?
Yeah. It's a lot of AKA Shalita.
I know. Oh my gosh, Shalita.
Hey, sisters and Sister Speak family. Hope all of y'all are doing well. It's lovely to hear your voices again. My rambling audio feedback is attached. It's a bit rambling, but I hope I KTSS. Let me play that and then I'll read the rest.
Okay.
Hey, sisters and Sister Speak family. It's Shalita from Philly. I'm going to try to keep this short. Okay. Very excellent episode. The second episode, except for the last couple of minutes, was amazing. The acting was on point. The scenes, Otto realizing that he fucked up and really should not have backed Aegon. Like, he had this whole grand plan to put his blood on the throne and everything, but then I'm like, did you train the boy? Did you teach him anything? Anyway. I love to see Snack and Rainey still getting it in. You know, I love older folk love. That's beautiful. And I'm really disliking Daemon right now. Like, I wasn't a big old Daemon fanboy, but I really just... Don't kill babies. Just leave the babies out of it. Right. And don't hurt poor little Helena. Helena ain't done nothing to a nut buddy. Ain't done nothing to nobody. Ain't deserved none of this.
Right.
And I mean, it's just, it was so good though. It was so good in the fight, and like the 2 brothers, and it was just like, oh my gosh. And it was the whole episode up to the last couple minutes was awesome. The last couple minutes sucked because we got it. Crispy and Allison is getting it in. Fine, whatever. We don't ever need to see that again. We're good.
Never.
We having buck wild sex. Good for them. Whatever. Both of them are hypocritical assholes. And that's basically it. We'll see what happens next. And if I never have to look at Aemon naked again, that boy needs to eat a sandwich. That's all I got to say. Okay, thanks. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Shalita. Yes.
And then
his hip bones was like popping out.
Popping. Bless him. That's it. Can't wait to see who fucks up next week. Until next time, Shalita from Philly. P.S. Nah, I got plenty to say, but I'll be good and end it there. Laugh out loud.
Nice. Put that P.S. in there. Thank you, Shalita. Oh my gosh, she is so true. He need to eat a sandwich, a steak, some potatoes, everything.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Get that man to insure.
Sure, right.
Why was it necessary for him to be naked?
Because they wanted to show you how.
And then, wait, that's another thing. When he was naked and he said his first thing, and then she went to kiss him, and he's like, no, not here. I'm like, well, what do you mean not here? Where else you gonna do it?
Yeah.
I think he just wanted her to like kiss him on top of the head like your mama does when you're a little kid. He did not want her to kiss him like on his face.
Like romantical.
I think he was like acting like she was the mama because
and he the baby.
He was like wanting to lay in her lap and her stroke. Like Allison ain't never done probably.
But that's what that fetal position was.
Yes.
Yeah.
He the baby and she the mama.
Yep.
But when he turned sideways, he was like invisible.
I know.
So skinny.
Oh,
Damn.
gosh.
He need to always keep his clothes on.
Yeah.
Bless him. Bless him.
Bless
Okay,
him.
our next, thank you, Shalita.
Thank you, Shalita.
Our next email is from Marcus.
Hey, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus.
Hey, sisters. Sorry for dropping bombs on y'all last week and leaving.
Yeah.
And leaving that, but I really don't have any sympathy or love for any characters on this show. Laugh out loud. I liked both of Daemon's wives, but they were both short-lived, and I hated to see them die. But they are no Tyrions, Dannys, or Snows on this show that they can dangle in front of danger to make me scared.
Yeah.
You said a word right there. Anyway, this episode kind of drug on a little too long for me, but I trust the process. Anyhow, these are 2 quick comments I'd like to make before I dip out. 1, I don't think the rats theory and warging will happen. I hope it will because you're right. This show does need some magic other than dragons, but they don't have the balls to write it, in my opinion. I think clubfoot rats are like Varys' spiders or sparrows. Whatever he named them, it's just a name.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
you might be right. You might be right, Marcus.
You might be right.
Yeah.
Number 2, I wish Crispy would have run up on me like that after I done worked a 3rd shift.
Tell the truth.
There you go.
My fist. Okay. He says, my fists are clenched just thinking about it. Let me eat my victuals, down a beer, and take a shower first, damn it. Laugh out loud. Okay, that's all, sisters. Love ya and talk to you soon. Marcus.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you, Marcus.
Hey, how about you, though? That's right.
Yeah.
He said, my fist is clenched just thinking.
I mean, he jumped bad with him quick.
Yeah.
Yo, Rose.
And also, I just hate when they interrupt people eating. Like, let people eat.
Yeah.
Like,
But
what was
see,
it?
and we didn't talk about this either, though. But you know what? I find it interesting, though. Did you see everybody else pack up their shit and left?
Yeah, they did.
They all packed up their shit and left.
You know what it reminded me of?
What?
Probably what it reminded me of.
When Sophia was gonna beat Squeak. And good night, y'all. Back up the piano.
Time to go.
Time to go.
Yes. And I was just going to say the same thing around me, the color purple. When she says, you ain't nothing but a heifer. And I said, ooh, she about to get it.
But yeah, all them people eating got packed up their shit and left.
Not getting involved.
They took their plates and said, "Oh, let's go eat in the other room."
They did.
Yep.
Oh gosh, that was funny. That was
good. That was good.
Thank you, Marcus. Yeah, I wish they would. I know we talked about last week a lot, but I do wish they would do something more with the mystical part of Game of Thrones, because that's what made it so good. Like Daenerys, those eggs shouldn't have hatched, but there was something about her.
Yeah.
And her devotion and her like obsession with them being in the fire and her touching them all the time. They're not showing even Rhaenyra or anyone doing anything mystical. In
Game of Thrones, they had more than just the dragons. They had the dire wolves too. They had all kinds of. They had the giant.
Yeah.
You know, and then after they made us all scared of the giant, we find out wait, but he's got a mate, and they actually help. You don't want to help, so you know, there was all kinds of other beings.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
yeah. All right, and our last email of the day is from Goody Roop.
Hey,
Goody. Her subject line is Hot D, Season 2, Episode 2. Which Aaron is it?
Yeah.
Hey, sisters. Attached is my voice memo feedback and also the meme I referenced. and it's a picture of Spider-Man, two Spider-Mans pointing at each other.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
been all
sisters, it's Goody from North Kakalaki. I'm
Kakalaki.
gonna try to keep this shit short. Season 2, episode 2. The scene with Rhaenyra confronting Daemon was so tense.
Yes.
From what I got from her was she was saying, this whole fly off the handle shit used to be cute when I was younger, but I ain't got time for this now. I'm queen.
Right.
And I tell you what, when they argue, they argue. It seems
Yeah.
like at any moment violence could erupt between them.
Yeah.
Then I noticed that when Bela asked Rhaenyra about Daemon, Rhaenyra says he must follow his own path, which I think she probably learned from Viserys, and is probably the best approach to Daemon.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pile on, but I agree. Crispy ain't shit. I think Crispy is probably too good a nickname for a little bitch like that. Ooh. Enough said. I do feel sorry for the actor, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed, I think Aegon pointed it out. Helena, the queen, the special sister wife, she has no sworn protector. I thought that was interesting.
Right.
That we got wind of that. And we all, I guess, should have noticed, but I didn't. The Auntie, Rhaenys, and Sea Snake bedroom scene, I ain't mad at it. But when Sea Snake says, we need Daemon's hand at the oar, I rolled my eyes so hard. But of course, Auntie Ray, she knows better. She says, of the queen, we will not let the queen falter. I said, word up, I know you won't. Or at least I know you'll try.
Yeah.
So I have a question for the nation. Who do you think is going to tame a wild dragon? I have a specific side character in mind just based on one little cutaway shot from this episode. Can you guess who it is? And sisters, I would love to hear your thoughts on who you think could tame a wild dragon this season. I think it is going to come to that. Oh. Well, that's about all. I hope I kept it short enough. The fight scene at the end reminded me of the Spider-Man meme. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but I will post it in the group and send it in this email. Love to speak nation. That's it for Goody.
Thank you, Goody.
Thank you, Goody.
Thank you, Goody.
Yeah, I've seen that Spider-Man meme before, and it's perfect. Perfect.
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I don't
go,
know
Dena.
who you're talking about.
She's talking about
with
Adam.
The
She
side
knows.
character getting
Adam.
Oh, or Alan, you mean?
The other one,
Alan?
Alan.
Oh, yeah. The one with the bald head.
Ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Y'all,
it's
but
him
wait,
too.
you're forgetting that he's not a Dragon Rider family.
Well, we don't know that. He might
might
be
be,
the
though.
offspring of the sea snake.
He might be the offspring. He might be a bastard. That's
I mean,
the
they're
thing.
Valerian.
But the sea snake aren't Dragon Rider. He's not
Well,
a Dragon Rider.
they are.
But his children were.
His children
Because
were.
of Rhaenys. Because of Rhaenys, though, because she's a Targaryen.
But they all came from Valeria, so it's
But they still
possible.
got Valerian blood, too.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Ooh.
I think she's talking about him. I think she's talking about Adam.
Oh.
I mean, Alan.
Interesting.
The
Alan?
one on the boat. Yeah.
Yeah.
The one who saved the sea snake. and
Saved
pulled him out.
Cornus.
Yeah.
But last season, which they didn't, we haven't gotten a continuation of it. But remember, Daemon went and found that other dragon in the caves,
Mhm.
That's true.
and we saw it burn in fire. So
Yeah. So which one
could
was
you
that?
bond with two dragons? I wonder. One person
I don't
bond with
know.
two.
I don't know.
That sounds like our book.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
Because
that's a good
Daenerys-
question, though.
Did Daenerys ever ride anybody but Drogon?
She only rode Drogon, but she had 3.
Right,
She
but
had
I'm saying,
three.
did she bond
Which
with
one did she
Drogon for that
ride,
reason?
yeah.
Because they can only bond with one.
I don't know.
But she was
That's-
bonding with all of them because they were her
Yeah.
babies.
They were her baby.
But she
She
didn't
just- she
ride them.
didn't-
I mean, that's
No, she didn't ride the other ones. She always rode
Yeah.
Drogon.
Hmm.
But they were still hers. Like, I think she could have
That's a
ridden,
good
or she, if Drogon wasn't there, she would have ridden.
Yeah.
them.
That's a good question, though.
Because why would they show that scene last season? I
So who do y'all
get
think
that
it
they
would be?
do a throwaway.
Who would y'all think?
In my opinion, I was thinking, well, what if Daemon is trying to find this old dragon to give to the other daughter who doesn't have one? But he don't talk to that girl, so I don't know that he would do that for her.
You don't talk to her.
You don't talk to her.
Well, they don't show him talking to her, so.
Or they don't show him talking to her. We don't even see her hell half the time, so. I don't know who else doesn't have a dragon in that family.
The little boy don't.
On whose side?
The
You
little,
mean
the third little
Helena's?
strong boy? No, the third. Joffrey. He doesn't.
He doesn't have one, but he's too he's too young to be going to war right now.
But we don't know at what point.
True.
You know. Next time we see him, he might be 14. Who knows?
Goody, you need to tell us. Were you thinking about Alan also?
Yes, please confirm.
Yeah, let us know.
Were you thinking about another character? Because now I'm intrigued and I kind of want to know.
Yes.
Who she's talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, things to think about. I gotta keep watching now.
That's really good.
Yeah, that was good. Oh, thank y'all so much for your feedback. We love hearing it. We need some more taglines, y'all. Send your taglines in.
Yes.
We only have one?
One.
Joseph for this season. So get your taglines in 15 seconds or less. Tell us your name, where you're from, and then whatever your little tagline is going to be, we'll put it on the beginning of the episode.
Yep.
Thank you for all your feedback. Again, if you want to send in feedback for the next episode or any of what we've talked about for the first 2 episodes, send it to sistahspeak@gmail.com and we will read it or play it here on the podcast. I want to say a huge thank you to Dena for giving up her evening to be with us. Before we sign off, I'm so glad. Please let everyone know where they can reach you and see your YouTube channel and what you're going to be up to next.
All right. So on YouTube, we are Drunk and Blerdy, and that's DRUNKANDBLERDY, Black and Nerdy. And it's me and Adam acting a fool. And hopefully you guys will laugh at some of the stuff that we say. Definitely maybe skip the first episode because we weren't sure what we were doing when we started off, and then we kind of moved into what we wanted to do. So
nice.
Awesome.
You're
getting ready to have your travel content. That's going to be exciting.
That's going to be great.
Can't wait to see it.
That'd be good.
Thank you.
And also, I forgot to mention, you're probably seeing us here on YouTube as well. But if you're not, if you're listening to us on your podcast catcher of choice, you can head over to YouTube and see us in the flesh on video. And it's youtube.com/Sistahspeak Productions. We also have a wonderful Facebook group called Sistah Speak Nation, where we talk with other family members about all kinds of things, life, TV, movies. We talk a lot about House of the Dragon right now and how much we hate characters.
Yes.
We also are on Patreon, so we have a lot of content that is not out there in the public, only in Patreon, patreon.com/Sistahspeak, and our website where you can find links to everything, sistahspeakproductions.com. All right, well, that is it for now. I am Sister K.
I'm Sister J.
I'm Dena.
And I'm Sister A.
We'll see y'all next time. Bye.
All right, y'all. Crispy's got to go.
As soon as I sign off of here, I am getting a bed.
And I would like to repeat them dreams. We out.